All right. SchmutzCast number 3.
Number three.
We are missing Johnny Will today. He's busy. He's got some family stuff going on, but we figured we'd go without him. There's a possibility halfway through we might have a guest showing up.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe. Might have a guest.
We'll see.
But, yeah, anything interesting going on in your all's lives? Anything to speak of?
Man, I found a newfound love again of tequila.
Tequila, huh?
Tequila, yeah.
Tequila Keeps is officially.
He's made his comeback.
He's back,
made his comeback. I was on it heavy last night.
Heavier than I was expecting.
Yeah, I was.
I woke up this morning.
I haven't seen Keeb drink in a long time.
We had a half gallon of Jose that we've had for a while, and it still was probably about a third half full last night. Shit was just sitting empty on the kitchen island this morning. And I was like, I know I didn't drink any of that.
Yeah, man. It was nuts.
No,
had a friend over. She brought the tropical punch fruit shit.
Threw down the tequila.
What was I supposed to do?
I mean, you got a lady, you got the tequila. What could go wrong?
It was fantastic. Who doesn't love tequila though, right?
You know,
like if you all could choose just one drink, you got it to last you for the rest of your life. Not like, you can drink water and shit, obviously, but like alcoholic.
Jack Daniels.
JD. What would you mix it with? Mountain Dew? Shout out Stilger.
Not the Mountain Dew.
Come on, man. That's
Bro, a lot of people hate on it, but the Dr. Pepper with the JD.
That's good.
That shit's fire.
I like mixing stuff with Dr. Pepper.
DP, JD.
No. Dr. Pepper and root beer, that whole subsection of drinks.
You don't like root beer?
No, not at all.
Really?
No.
You just don't like dark sodas?
No, I like Coca-Cola, but once in a blue moon,
I've been a lot more on sodas lately, as you can tell.
Oh.
But I've been trying to lay off the beer.
Why?
I've been drinking way too much beer,
that's probably
an unhealthy amount.
Yeah.
I don't want to start any bad habits.
That's when you switch over to seltzers.
I'm not a pussy.
So you're just like,
I'm not a baby bitch.
Don't stop drinking. Just drink something else.
Yeah, that's why I had seltzers here last week, and I had to take a week off of beer so I don't get a belly.
I don't care about the belly. The belly's fine with me. The alcoholism is the problem. I don't want to be an alcoholic.
Okay, yeah.
That honestly, that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah,
I thought you just meant like how beer's like eating 4 slices of bread.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know how you all do it all the time. Because for the listeners' purview, I don't really drink that much, but when I do, I go hard.
Yeah.
So,
special occasions.
Yeah, special occasions. Weddings and stuff. Who doesn't? But it's I don't know how people can do it just every weekend. Honestly, I feel so old the next day after I drink. I feel disgusted with myself.
I just don't think. I think the problem with me is that hangovers don't exist anymore. So
what do you mean?
If I get beer drunk, I'm not hungover.
You just don't get hangovers anymore, do you?
I don't get crazy hangovers like I used to get in college, but
if I'm hitting the liquor, there's a good possibility I'll get hungover. But
was that just because you all aren't drinking as much?
Honestly, I don't.
20 plus beers in a night, I don't fucking do it.
Gosh,
that should get you hungover, but it doesn't. It's I don't know.
That would put me in the hospital, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, ever since I turned 21, especially liquor started becoming not too wanted. I pretty much just started drinking way more beer.
Yeah.
Because it just tastes better.
Well,
it's a bit easier to drink a ton of it too. So it's
it was so hard to wait until we were all 21 to start drinking, but we made it.
We did make it.
We sure made it.
We waited all the way to 21.
And wasn't it great?
We did.
Wasn't it great? Catch us in the beer garden, know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm actually
hyped for it.
This year is the first year in 2 years that I get to go. Ever since I turned 21, I haven't been to the beer garden, nor have I been to Hogs,
For
on
real?
Heritage. And this year, I'm going to see Alan Jackson on Friday night, but Saturday night... Yeah, I know. How fucking great is that? Alan Jackson.
You got good seats?
Oh, yeah, we got good seats.
Yeah.
Megan said her favorite concert she's ever been to was Alan Jackson, so she wanted to go. And my ticket was paid for, so I'm okay with going to a free concert.
Why not, bro?
Oh, speaking of free concerts, I got a short story to tell.
Run it back.
My sister texts me on Friday, and she's like, hey, you doing anything tonight? I'm like, I don't think so. And she goes, well, you want to go to a Kid Rock concert with me and Aunt Lisa? And I was like, no.
That's a strong ass.
I said, not really.
Yeah.
And she was like, are you sure you'll get a free hotel room out of it? And it's a free, like, they're nice tickets and you don't got to pay anything. Lisa already bought them. We just had someone back out. And I was like, Tabitha, I'm not going to lie. I'd rather do anything else but then go to a fucking Kid Rock concert.
Yeah, dude.
That
fuck
sounds
that.
so miserable.
No, that sounds awful.
Dude, I'm sure there's some really good Kid Rock fans out there, but honestly, like, there's probably a group there that I really don't want to be a part of. Like, I mean, there's also groups in music that I like that I wouldn't want to be a part of. Like, back when X was alive and his concerts, I would not want to be in the pits for that shit.
Really?
Bro, people would leave there like half dead.
What?
I'm not interested
like mosh
in that.
pits and stuff?
I'm not into mosh pits. I've been in one, didn't like it.
I think they're kind of fun. People get up close and personal.
I wouldn't want to be in one, but
No, that's
I'd
kinda-
stand on the outside and watch.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna like hit people or whatever because I don't,
Bro, we got hit in the Travis fucking Scott Gen admission, and we weren't even in a fucking mosh pit. We
were so moshing.
There was
Dude, I
one.
saw that. It was like, I saw this one 15-year-old. It was like his first concert. It was so bad.
Oh God,
so
I saw
bad.
a couple of those.
And I'm
guys.
sitting here watching. Travis is like 10, 15 feet ahead of us. And this kid is just sitting there, and out of nowhere, just gets sucker punched.
Was that the kid that left with like skull bleeding?
No, that was a different kid.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, we saw people get carried out on stretchers.
Like right in front of us. There was one guy that was seizing, and there was blood coming out of his fucking head.
Yeah. Oh, and we saw Sheck West's manager try to pull those girls for Sheck and them.
Oh my God,
that was funny.
That was so.
He comes
funny.
over. He's like, because there were these very conventionally attractive women behind us. I think that they went to U of L or whatever.
Yeah.
And he comes over. He's like, "Hey, I'm Sheck West's manager. Are y'all 18?" We were like, "What the fuck?"
He said something about y'all trying to.
He's like, "Y'all want to meet? Y'all want to meet Sheck West?" And they were like, "Yeah, of course." And he leaves, and I remember hearing one of them going like, "I'm sucking Sheck West's dick tonight."
Yeah.
Like, wow. He, like, you hear in the background, he's like, I was like, oh my God, bro.
That concert.
That was a fun concert.
There was a lot going on. There's the guy.
The industry man right there.
Well,
pull it right out of the crowd. It's easy.
I loved that concert, and it makes me want to go to Kendrick so fucking bad. I wish I could afford it.
We don't even have a Kenny concert near us.
Not in Louisville. It's in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't. I heard it was good. I had some friends go to the OKC one, and they said it was sick.
I'm sure.
I would love. Yeah. I would give my left nut to go to a fucking Kenny concert.
Oh man.
Because when's the next time you think that's gonna have an opening?
5 years from now.
Yeah, and who knows? Right. We might have fucking kids in 5 years. I hope not. But
oh boy. Not if this vasectomy has anything to do with it. Yeah, bro. No, sir. No kids. No kids.
Well, I mean, that concert opened my eyes to a lot of shit because that was the second concert I'd ever been to. Was the Travis Scott Gen admission. First one was Roger Waters. My ex-girlfriend bought tickets, and we were up in the literal top row of the Center, the top row, and that concert was still great. But then I went to Travis. I was in Gen admission. I was in the fucking pits.
Yeah. That was a great concert. It was very loud.
Motherfuckers throwing down Molly. They're like, "You want some of this?" I'm like, I'm
good,
dog.
I'm good.
We had to fucking Uber back to the dorms, and I was like, I can't be rolling balls going back to the fucking dorms.
Dude, I can't. No, at a concert.
That was bad.
I don't know. No, it was cool because he was giving us free water bottles. Mm-hmm. Because he was, in the whole lovey-dovey thing. He was in the whole lovey-dovey thing. That was great concert.
Super nice guy.
Great concert.
I still talk to him every once in a while. I won't name drop him, but I still talk to him.
I haven't talked to him.
Oh, this wasn't just some random guy.
No.
I
met him there.
Yeah.
I met him there. I had never met him before.
Really?
Yeah.
You never met him before?
I never knew who he was. Never knew his face. Never knew what he looked like.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't know his name. I had no fucking clue. I wouldn't know him from Adam the first time I fucking met him.
What the fuck?
But I still talk to him.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That's kind of funny that works out.
So we got into it a little bit late, but better late than never.
Right.
let's get into these questions. We got 3 questions this week.
Thank you all again for submitting questions.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, these are fun.
They're very
love this
fun.
part.
We like
these are my
interacting with
favorite.
you all.
Seriously.
It
And you
makes a
can
difference.
put questions wherever. Put them in the comments of the YouTube.
Right.
You can.
They don't have to be G or PG rated. These questions can
Get
be
as raw as you wanna be.
narcissistic and obscene.
Just get
Please
nasty with
test us, break us,
it. Break us.
make us cry.
You can
Make
do
it
the
as
questions.
uncomfortable as you can.
You are. We also allow submissions of criticism. Downright bullying is encouraged.
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 Greatly.
Yes.
If you can make me
So,
cry.
Make Timberlake cry. That's the goal.
Yeah, if you can make me cry, that's one way to do it.
We all want to see that.
We all want
I-
to see it.
I want to see it too.
Yeah.
Well,
So
on to
you
the
can
questions.
ask the questions. Right now, I lost the domain to papaschmutz.com. That's a long story. GoDaddy is some bullshit. They said I owe them more money than I already paid, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not
No,
doing it.
screw that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a
now, for now, the website is the schmutzcollective.godaddysite.com. That's how you get to my website. And you can also ask questions in YouTube comments or the hashtag SchmutzCast. Because I looked at that the other day. It's barren.
Nice.
So that's ours now.
It is. Oh, and speaking of, congratulations to our friend Papa Schmutz over here on 1,000 subscribers.
Ooh, big 1K. Hit it the other day. Yeah.
There you go.
That was, I popped the bottle for that.
It's a milestone.
I bought me a bottle of champagne, popped that
Oh,
bitch.
hell yeah, dude.
You had the Cuphead video. You
Yeah,
had
bro, the
9,000.
Cuphead
Dude,
video.
And I it's not that I knew it was going to pop off, but I knew that what I liked to watch was something like that, the long form stuff.
Yeah.
And I knew that Cuphead was one that is like a lot of people look at. And my dad showed it to people at his work, and he said the people at his work love it, and that they all
Well, it was
subscribe.
That's
informative.
sick.
It was
Yeah.
informative, so I thought it was interesting.
Right?
I thought my voice was a little monotone, but after
No.
watching it back, I kind of thought it was kind of a chill vibe, and I
was
saw a lot of
very-
the
yeah.
comments.
I'd pop it on while I'm like cooking or something, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely one of those, and I want to keep it that way. I like that, but yeah, 1,000 subscribers.
Congratulations.
Are you
Thank
gonna continue those videos? Like, are you gonna make more where you talk about a different
Yes.
game?
Please.
Yep, and
Please.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
I think that could be a thing.
I'm gonna
Do
put
one
a lot
for
of time
do a
into those.
Skyrim one. I want to see a Skyrim
I would
one.
love to do a Skyrim.
There's so
one.
much content. I know
This
you
might
love
be
the
the next one.
Are you planning on it being like only like difficult games, or you're just gonna talk
No,
about
like
just
with the
iconic
difficulty versus enjoyment thing, it kind of like leaves it open to be like, yeah, this game isn't exactly difficult, like
Yeah.
Skyrim. I
Yeah.
mean, there's
Yeah.
difficult portions, but it's not exactly a difficult game.
Yeah.
Like most people can run through it.
I don't know. I always found that game challenging, honestly.
There's definitely
no,
some challenging
not in like a
parts.
bad way, just in like a fun. Like the game is an adversary of you. I feel like
Yeah,
the
like,
game is. It's not intuitive at all.
It's
Like the
Yeah.
game is very clearly buggy,
I
and
can
it's
see- In a
beautiful.
good way.
It's so
I love
good.
the bugs.
It's
the
so
bugs are
good.
funny as
Yeah.
shit in Skyrim. But I could also see like
You'll be
especially-
flying on your horse across
Yes.
the whole
if
map.
If you're
like,
not used
God.
to games like that, or like another game like The Witcher, where there's just the map's fucking huge,
Right.
It's almost like overwhelming, and that's
Yeah.
almost like an aspect of it too. Like
Yeah.
the difficulty, I could see someone having difficulty where it's like, I don't know where the hell I'm going right
Well,
now. Like,
and
there's so many places to go.
Skyrim's one of those games that like you make it difficult the way you play. Like
Right.
honestly, every time I play it, I play
Stealth
a
Archer.
healing mage, stealth
Oh.
archer. That's what my dad plays.
That's what I was.
yeah,
doing, too.
stealth archer every time.
And like
Stealth is
I,
fun in that game.
I
Stealth-
find
oh,
that
so great.
being a mage is like the easiest build in Skyrim. I don't. Some people
Yeah.
disagree, but like that's always
Well,
my go-to.
you get such nice like what spells? Is
Yeah,
that what it
like,
is? right
there's
off the bat.
different
like,
heal. The healing you
the
get
healing
right off
which
the
is
bat.
well, the healing in and of itself. I would use that with any.
Oh yeah, you
I
can
would
use
too.
that.
Yeah,
with any
because I
build,
would just
really.
do with the D-pad and just flip to it.
Yeah.
There's one.
Which damn, I need to play through that game again. It's
honestly,
been
yeah.
years,
Say that.
man.
I
It's
haven't
been
played
years.
Skyrim in so damn
What
long.
was-
Might do
what was
a-
you
a
all's-
playthrough?
What was your? That would be cool. That would be cool as hell. What was you all's like race that you all would pick on there? Because I was always the Khajiit,
Oh, you always
High
pick
elf.
the cats.
high elf.
I always liked
Nice.
the dark elves a lot. I thought they were cool.
Interesting.
I like their eyes. They were like the red eyes.
Yeah.
They look cool.
Stilgar always talked about playing Argonian, and I did a one run through of Argonian.
Argonian, because they could breathe underwater, wasn't it? Yeah, which that's so nice.
It's nice, but I don't find myself in that game going underwater very much.
It's so good for stealth, though.
There is a bunch of shit underwater, though, if you actually start
there
looking
is,
for it.
right. There is, but like in like a lot of the deeper ones to find are specifically for Argonian builds, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no point in even trying to look if you're not an Argonian.
I guess that's why he plays as a fucking Argonian then.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I've always liked the high elf, but hopefully the next Elder Scrolls game will be really good.
I'm really excited.
Oh, me too.
It's gonna be so crazy. Like if you think of the jump from Oblivion to Skyrim, like
oh, it was massive.
Well, one game that I thought about adding to this series that like is gonna turn a lot of heads is Cyberpunk. I might do that in this series.
With how controversial Cyberpunk
Very
is?
controversial game, but I have never had...
What was your opinion on Cyberpunk?
10 out of 10 for me.
Bold.
My experience with Cyberpunk was a 10 out of 10. It was like my favorite game in a long fucking time.
Well, everything I heard, like if you just don't play it on the PS4, you're okay. Like everyone, if they didn't play it on like one of the previous Xbox One, or
they shouldn't have released it on PS4.
No, it was so buggy.
Everyone that did it on PC or like one of the next gen ones, everyone was like, "This is a great game." Like
honestly, the PC version had a decent amount of bugs, but like the PS5 and Series X, you played on those. And nowadays, you can play it on any console. They pretty much fixed it on all of them. But you're going to be running at a slow-ass, like 30 or below FPS on PS4. It's not really worth playing unless you're getting at least like 45 to 50. Even on the Series X, you would get spikes of 60, but you'd be running at about 50.
Yeah.
Which, I wish it was better. But the story was so fucking good. And I loved that game. And I think that one's going to go in the series. I think Skyrim's a good idea. But... like the difficulty versus enjoyment thing is kind of like so there is games that aren't difficult but are so enjoyable, like Skyrim. Like there's not a part in Skyrim that has challenged me since my first playthrough, but it's still so fucking fun to play. And there are challenging parts, like if you go after frost trolls at the beginning, you're gonna get your shit pushed in.
Yeah.
So like there's
you just gotta know what to do in that game. Yeah, progression.
It's a game that you go to a group of fucking people, group of 100 people. There's probably 4 or 5 people that haven't heard of it, and then there's probably like 10 people total that haven't played it.
Yeah,
that's like
a very big game.
That's way more people than have probably played Skyrim. That's like you're saying like 80% of people have played Skyrim.
Dude, there is so many fucking people that have heard of Skyrim. That know what Skyrim is. I would say that Skyrim has as big of a name as Grand Theft Auto in pop culture.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I feel like
Grand Theft Auto had like a whole moral panic behind it.
Yeah, well,
right.
Grand Theft Auto
with San Andreas.
People,
the strippers and all that,
The hot coffee mod.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Everybody loves the hot coffee mod.
It is what it is, man.
See, the thing is, I think people that don't even really play video games will play Grand Theft Auto, though. Like, Skyrim is one of those games where it's definitely kind of niched almost. Well, I don't want to say niche, but like if you don't play video games, Skyrim does not look appealing. But Grand Theft Auto, you're just driving around robbing people.
Grand Theft Auto,
you just do whatever you want.
It's very easy to just hop on Grand Theft Auto and start playing.
Do nothing.
Yeah. You could play Grand Theft Auto for years and never actually do anything.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and you would be perfectly satisfied the whole time.
Yeah, and I don't know. Grand Theft Auto is one of those that, like, it's always going to be popular. It's always going to be big. I don't think anything's ever going to outsell Grand Theft Auto 5, even GTA 6. I don't think so. Really? And I'll tell you why. Is because GTA 5 was the first of its kind of, like, a fully online environment like that.
Yeah.
And, like, I know for me that Grand Theft Auto Online is the game that I put in the absolute most time in.
And money, bro. Y'all were spending dollars on that game.
When the game first came out, like, you couldn't really...
You
couldn't really spend as much money on... Well, I couldn't because I was younger. I was still a teenager, so I had to grind that shit out. When I got older, I was like, why don't I just fucking spend the money to buy this cool car? So I did do that. And, like, it's a money pit in a way. And a money pit that I spent
played that way.
multiple thousand hours on that game of doing absolutely fucking nothing. you know.
Was it a good use of your time, Timberlake?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So no shaming.
Wouldn't take any of it back.
My brother.
It was quite the fun experience.
Let's get to these questions. We got off in a little bit of a tangent.
Jeez.
First question comes from Ethan Cornwell. Shout out, Ethan Cornwell.
Woo-woo.
Appreciate you. Is Star Wars really that good? And then he adds, everyone becomes nostalgic for episodes 4 through 6, and yet everyone agrees 1 to 3 were shit. And don't even get me started on the Disney Return of the Skywalker trilogy. So I have opinions on that.
Yeah, me too.
So
me too.
I had this pulled up and ready to go. Let me switch over here to the PC screen one with the screen cap. Yeah. Okay, so we've got audio there. We should have our audio. Wikipedia. Thank you for Star Wars.fandom.
Go donate.
So let's start with the original trilogy. Immaculate, all three.
Oh,
I love every
movies.
single one.
I still watch them.
I think Empire Strikes Back may be a top 10 film of all time.
Well, and it's hard to overstate, or it's easy to understate just the amount of cultural impact. At least the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi had. Like, they were, my dad said, well, yeah, New Hope too. I mean, that goes without saying. Mm-hmm. But like, my dad, he specifically told me that he remembers going to watch like those in the theater.
My dad too. Yeah.
People said it was like just the craziest experience they'd ever had in a movie theater, you know? Like, he said he never forgot it.
Yeah.
You didn't have that with the other ones.
Here's my thing with the original trilogy.
Oh, God. Is this going to be a hot take?
Yeah, it is.
Are we going to get a hot take out of Jordan for this?
I don't think it's a real hot take. Like, I still like those movies. I used to fucking love Star Wars when I was younger.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think that they've aged that well, though.
Oh, I think they've aged beautifully.
I think all the appeal to it is purely nostalgia. Like, I
disagree.
It's because it comes from that time. They're like, granted, yeah, it was crazy at that time.
Yeah.
But just like the effects of everything, it kind of looks corny nowadays with what we're used to now.
I think that gives it some kind of character to me.
Oh, I don't get me wrong. I'm not
it's
shitting
good
on
for
Star
what
Wars.
it is. It's amazing for what it is.
I'm not shitting on it whatsoever. Like,
right.
I like those movies.
There's a lot of reasons why Star Wars is, and I hope Chris Mills watches this. Shout out Chris Mills. He's a huge Star Wars guy, knows everything about Star Wars, and I'm gonna have him on the pod one of these days. He showed me a lot of shit, like the Light and Magic, International Light and Magic, is that what it is?
What?
It's the company that George Lucas made that's like a special effects company. He made it specifically for Star Wars, and it's been used in so many films. Still to this day, it's still a company. It was International Light and Music, or not Music, Magic.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to look that up. International Light and Magic. No, it can't be international. What's the first word? Industrial Light and Magic. God, I'm going to get flamed for that.
Nah, it is what it is.
Industrial Light and Magic was something that he made specifically for Star Wars, and you all can fact check me if you want. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not.
We told you all to make
everything.
Timberlake cry, so everything that this man says today needs to be under intense scrutiny.
Flame me. I know that without Star Wars, we would not have Industrial Light and Magic, and that's something that was used for all the way up through now with, so Jurassic Park, the original one, they used props from there.
Yeah.
So that was big, and there was no movies like A New Hope back then.
No.
And a little fact that Chris also got me in on was that when George Lucas was younger, there was some sort, and I'm going to ask him when he's on pod, like for specifics, but there was some sort of thing that they would go to the movies when he was younger, so he's old as hell now.
Yeah.
But like when he was a kid, where you go to the movie theater and you see this series, and it was like Flash Gordon, and you'd pop in on Flash Gordon where he's already doing something, and you didn't see the part before because you didn't go to the theater that time before. And he found like a magic in that, like that you just hop into the middle of the story, and that was kind of his inspiration for A New Hope, is like shit's already going down and we're plopping you right in.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, so I thought that was a cool idea. And he had concepts for Star Wars all the way up to the prequels when he first made the movie. Yes, they were different.
Right.
Like, I think Leia wasn't supposed to be Luke's sister when he first made it.
Oh, God, that's
why they
entanglement, huh?
That's why there's a little incestual tone to it. But to me, the original trilogy is 10 out of 10s all the way around.
Oh, yeah. Now, the prequels.
Everybody hates on the prequels, but I love the prequels.
I'm not...
Growing up, they were
not
my
a
favorite
fan.
ones. They were my favorite
I'm not
ones
a
growing up.
fan.
I get that they are, like, it takes a little... You have to be a Star Wars fan to enjoy
I don't
the
like Jar
prequels.
Jar Binks. I'm going to say that right
I
now.
mean, yeah,
I
I
love
can
Jar
say...
Jar
I
Binks.
hate Jar
Misa
Jar Binks.
lava you.
He's
That's
Bro,
why he
I'm
was
good
an
on that.
understatement
He's a
than the
Sith,
rest.
dude.
Oh, you
Hell
subscribe
no.
to that theory?
Yeah.
Darth Jar Jar?
Darth Jar Jar. The
Darth
theory of
Jar Jar.
City.
So,
You heard it here, folks.
Phantom Menace came out, and it had this huge pull to it because it's the newest Star Wars movie since Return of the Jedi. It was huge.
Sure.
And I think a lot of people, and people I've talked to that went to see it in the theater and were of age to, like, understand it, they were like, we don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah.
And, like, really, if you rewatch Phantom Menace, it's like a build-up movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of, like, conflict that gets resolved.
No.
It's kind of just, like, you know, jumping right in like A New Hope.
Let's throw this dude with horns and double-sided lightsaber.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll be all right.
Well, there's a thing that is very apparent with Star Wars is that there's always a new character in each movie that can sell toys. That was a big thing with the original trilogy.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing was to sell toys.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
it's
did
not
a damn good job of that.
No fucking shit, bro. Like Chris, the guy I was talking about, he has this massive collection of original Star Wars toys, and there's this huge community. There's like documentaries about it of people that collect these, and like they know where it was manufactured or if it's legit or not real, like shit like that. And like they collect this shit, and it is a super cool like hobby of collecting those.
So
Nice.
this guy you're talking about, he's a Star Wars guy.
He's
like
a
that,
Star Wars
fanatic
guy.
type
if he
shit.
Even, like collects like the old action figures and shit for
Well,
it. Like, that's
he's a Star Wars guy through and through, but he has been on like there's this guy who's his friend from when he was younger who has like his own films and shit. Like he's a filmmaker, and he has his own podcast on YouTube. A huge following. He calls up Chris to do the trailer dissection of the new Lord of the Rings show, and Chris was on that because he's a huge Lord of the Rings guy too.
Yeah.
Like he's read all the books front to back, knows all the lore. So I think it'll be interesting to have him on the pod. But I digress.
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So with A New Hope, it jumps in. You know, you go to Empire Strikes Back. I think Empire Strikes Back really is a template for a lot of movies. Like if you look at Infinity War, Marvel's Infinity War, that's Empire Strikes Back in the Marvel universe. Because in Empire Strikes Back, you end with all the main characters are in shambles.
Yeah.
All the characters you care about are in shambles, and that didn't happen back
Wait, which
then.
which
I see
Marvel
what you
movie
mean.
are you talking about?
Infinity War?
Like the
Where
the
Thanos,
part,
the
part
Thanos
one.
snap.
Oh yeah,
The
I still
part
never
one.
saw that one.
You're not missing that much.
Yeah.
Oh, I
didn't
disagree.
see
I
the.
disagree.
I saw the first Avengers, and then I was just like, the portal's open, and I just checked out.
Infinity War is
Marvel
one of
got-
the
Marvel
best
got
films.
Yeah.
Marvel got
I'm not
real
gonna
whack.
lie, I never got that whole Marvel shit.
I like
I'm
Guardians of the
ever.
Galaxy, and that's
I'm
it.
all in on Marvel.
It's-
So when we talk about Marvel,
yeah,
you all
I'm
won't,
tuning
won't have
out,
to
bro.
be in on that.
It is
but-
If you
it
want
is
me
what
here
it
for some
is,
hot
you know.
takes,
well,
That was a
just
hot
shitting
take
on
right
it.
there.
Just
Yeah,
shitting on it.
we can just shit on it while you all are talking, you know, in the
I
affirmative
hold-
about it or whatever.
I'm
you know?
annoyed with the new Marvel phases that just got announced,
it's
but
too much.
What do you all mean it's too much? Because I don't even pay enough attention to
I don't
even know that much about it.
well, you have to subscribe to it basically.
Yes.
There's shows, there's movies, and there's even cartoons sometimes that all are entangled in this giant universe that is in the same series of movies.
That's odd.
They release a
Yeah.
movie every fucking 2 months. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Nothing has any time to stick.
Yeah.
Well, it's a continuation. Everything's a continuation.
So if you miss one, like your
Go back. I mean, there's some that I still haven't seen. Shang-Chi. I have not seen that movie.
Oh, I heard that one
really
was
wanna see
actually
that,
good.
actually.
I have
heard
not
a lot of
seen
good
it.
things.
I don't
Yeah,
have any
some of my
interest in
friends out in
seeing it.
Oklahoma, they saw that one and they said it was pretty damn good actually.
I'm not in. Well, okay, so I can admit on the pod,
they showed me one of the fight scenes. That shit was cool. I can't even lie.
So, I'm a comic book guy. I read the comics for Marvel, and like, yes, I know some of these characters, but Shang-Chi has never been a character I'm invested in.
Yeah.
The Eternals, not really characters I'm invested in. But I think the idea of the Marvel universe is great, and it's never been done before. That's why I think it's got growing pains, because nobody's ever done it before.
I think it's an Icarus situation.
Haha, yeah, I could see that.
Explain.
They flew too high.
Close to the sun.
They got real popular leading up to Infinity War. I think they should have just fucking ended it with Endgame.
Yeah,
and just end the shit with continuation shit. Like, you know what, we're done.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's gonna end for a while.
Send them back to the individual fucking movies, because like Iron Man, all the standalone Iron Man movies were fucking awesome. I love those movies. Captain America, it's okay.
I agree. I wasn't the biggest fan of Captain America.
Why can't they just make a fucking original movie? I'm tired of all the movies that are just rehashes of old movies. Like, make something new. Be creative.
Well, Marvel's been doing that. Just it's like characters
but it's
from
comics. Like, make something new, bro.
Well, there's plenty of that.
I'm tired of it. I'm so exhausted.
Jordan Peele's out there making money moves.
Oh, we talked about him. He's doing amazing. That's what we need. We need artists like that.
He said he did not like it.
He didn't like it?
He did not like Nope.
Really?
He really didn't like Nope.
Didn't he like Get Out?
He loved Get Out.
Get Out was a masterpiece.
And my dad really liked Us, which Us was divided. Some people didn't like Us.
Yeah.
But, and you all haven't seen that, right?
No, I probably won't see that one.
There's a lot of new movies that are like, new concepts. And I think there are a lot of rehashes. There's definitely a lot.
Right, yeah, I don't know. Speaking of rehashes, I'm pretty excited for the Avatar 2 movie coming in December.
I think you're about one of 10 people
that's
that are
coming
excited
in
about
December.
That.
Oh, yeah, one of 10 people. That was the highest selling movie of all time when it released.
They don't need to make another one.
They're making like three. Bro, they're making like 3 more after this one.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I can't wait. I like the blue people. I'll be honest. And it's absolutely, even though I'm hypocritical saying this, it's definitely just a rehash of Dancing with Wolves. Just in space with blue people.
Dances with wolves in space with blue people?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh
what a good synopsis.
That's all it is. Well, it's just Dances with Wolves or Dancing with whatever the fuck it's called. That's all it is. And it's great. You can't take it too seriously. You know, Jake Sully! Jake Sully!
I have no interest whatsoever. I will not.
You're not a fan of Avatar Talk?
Wolves. I can't get over Dances
so you're saying you didn't like Dances with Wolves?
I just don't like Avatar.
My dad used to make me watch that when I was younger. he loves that fucking movie.
Did he make you watch Brokeback Mountain too?
No, he didn't make me watch
Okay.
No.
He didn't give
Imagine if that's
the
what
birds and the bees
well, that's
with Brokeback
what
Mountain.
That's what Avatar 2 is going to be. Is just Brokeback Mountain in space with blue people. Yeah,
James Cameron's
on another wave. Now I heard this next one. It's going to be a bunch of underwater shit. Yeah, they filmed a bunch of it underwater or something. I don't know.
Whack.
I will not subscribe to that. I would if I ever watch it, it will be somebody else will own it.
No, we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna watch it.
I will not pay a dime to James Cameron for that movie.
Are you serious?
No.
The blue people, bro.
The blue people.
And what was the girl's name?
Don't fucking care.
It was.
Oh hell.
Fucking clue, dude.
I've never cared enough about that movie.
Can you look it up? Because this is gonna bug me.
I got you.
Oh, he's got it. Switch it back to the.
So.
Oh yeah, I was gonna finish. We gotta finish the question. We're getting on mad tangents here.
So back to Star Wars. I have a love for the prequels, just for the fact of those are the ones I grew up with.
Yeah, me too.
And even as an adult, I still fully understand where they fit in the series.
Well, and Darth Maul, cool as hell character. Cool as hell.
Underutilized.
Neytiri was the girl's name.
Zoe Saldana. She's in
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy
I did not realize that was the same person.
See,
for being honest.
There's some great actors in this movie, but y'all sleep.
I'm not saying that
I'm fully asleep.
Let's finish. Hold on. Let's finish this question. Then we can go to Avatar talk.
Oh my god.
So,
okay.
We're finishing
we're done with Avatar.
Oh no,
we're done with Avatar.
So, going, quick synopsis of earlier. Everybody loves the original trilogy, except Jordan thinks they're dated. I disagree.
I sympathize with it.
I just don't think they aged well.
I think they aged like fine wine to me, just for the fact of. And it's not nostalgia because, yes, I grew up with them, but I didn't grow up when they were made. So, yeah, there's still nostalgia for it. But I think that for me, there's probably more nostalgia involved in the prequels.
Yeah.
To me. Because, yeah, the prequels were filmed kind of shittily. Like, the CGI in Attack of the Clones is downright filthy.
It's a bit much.
I watched Revenge of the Sith maybe a couple weeks ago.
It's a great movie. That's a great movie. Yeah,
that movie's fucking great.
The story arcs are just beautiful.
The acting's fucking phenomenal.
So many action scenes that everybody wanted to see.
Yeah.
And okay, so we go from Revenge of the Sith. That's the one that's like, okay, this is getting back to form.
Bringing us back. What do we end up with? Wah, wah.
So
the Force Awakens,
Force
bro.
Awakens gets announced.
God.
And everybody's hyped.
Oh, man, I was excited. Opening night, bro, at the movie theater.
Dude, and then you had so much in pop culture with this. You had racist fans saying, "Oh, black stormtrooper." Then you had
I forgot about that. Yeah.
What's his name? The guy that plays Finn.
Oh,
super great actor.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
He's the best character in the fucking.
Oh, absolutely,
sequels, 100%.
dude. In the whole,
my biggest thing about all the sequels was that he wasn't a Jedi. They built it up that he was going to end up being like a Jedi, and there was going to be like some big duel at the end with him and the lightsaber. Because at the end of the episode 7, he fights with a lightsaber for a second or something.
Well, and that's what brings me to continuity issues with this series. So you watch Force Awakens, and I didn't leave Force Awakens mad because it got me hyped for the next movies.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
I thought it was good.
I don't know.
My love for it hinges on whether the next ones are good, and the next ones were doggy doo-doo, so now I don't like the Force Awakens.
I was thinking Force Awakens might be a Phantom Menace situation where I like it in the context of the other two movies.
I don't think I like it in the context or at all now.
No.
When it first came out, I liked it when it was a standalone. I thought that was cool.
It was bad. It was just bad.
The Last Jedi gets a lot of hate. Well, there's a lot of hate with The Last
Jedi. There was no continuity, like you said.
Like
it was just
The Last Jedi is where they just shot themselves in the foot. Because they just fuck up any possible direction where the fans wanted it to go, or because everyone was spectating they were trying to figure out, like, oh, Rey's Obi-Wan Kenobi's secret daughter or something like that.
Right.
And then they're like, you're nothing. She's nothing.
I'm okay with that.
And Snoke's dead now.
So that part I'm okay with.
This supreme ruler that they had that was some crazy powerful guy dead there.
So
made no sense.
The Last Jedi as a standalone before the Rise of Skywalker, I didn't like how they went with Luke Skywalker just being like a whiny bitch now.
Yeah, that was weird too.
The whole Rey not having a family, I was cool with that because it's different. It's not, they don't have to be related to everybody.
Right.
I guess, but
I don't, it was just a bit much, man.
They ruined it. If they were going to go that direction, they should have stayed on course. But with Rise of Skywalker, they tried to right the wrongs and made it worse. They brought in Palpatine. Why the fuck?
Horrid idea.
That's the dumbest fucking possible thing.
It was
Snoke was a clone.
Ridiculous.
Dumb fucking idea.
Was it? I only watched it once.
Yeah, I watched it once.
In Palpatine's cave, there's a bunch of tubes with a bunch of Snoke clones. And Snoke literally is just supposedly a voice box for Palpatine.
Of course he is.
So Palpatine brings up all these Star Destroyers and said, I'm going to take over the galaxy again. Where'd he get all those Star Destroyers? And where'd he get all the people to man the Star Destroyers, right?
I don't know. It was...
and then Rey, just awful character through and through. They were building her to be something.
I liked her the first two.
Especially
the first one. In The Force Awakens, I liked Rey.
The best
I was like, good character
by far was Finn, though.
And they were building up her and Finn, and I was
Finn
like,
being a thing.
yeah,
I was like,
cool.
I definitely feel like they just gave up on Finn. Like they just gave up.
Literally gave up on Finn.
Yeah.
Like, you know why? It's Disney syndrome.
Yeah.
It's Disney syndrome because they can't get sales in China, if they have fucking black people involved.
No,
Because
Is that affected in China?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
like they took Finn off
He's
the
a
cover
pretty-
of the Star Wars
He's
movies.
a pretty vocal advocate for black black civil rights.
I've seen him do stuff
and
like
that shit just it does not fly in China.
Really?
Yeah, fuck no. There's
But Finn had
Yeah.
the best character arc. He
I know,
defects from
right?
The
It was-
fucking First Order.
it could have been if they would have done those whole 3 movies around him, just fucking forgotten Rey entirely.
Get rid of the Skywalker
get rid of the
group
Skywalker
entirely.
bullshit and just make it something like fresh, bro. Fuck.
Like, you can continue the timeline, but not have the Skywalker lineage involved.
Right.
You don't have to. You
Right.
could have them in it, like Leia being still the general. That's fine. That's a little, oh, gotcha. This is somebody you saw. And that was another thing about the sequels. So many callbacks to, like, old shit.
I did like that they had Lando back, though. I did like, he came back.
Well, and they use
That was
those
cool.
things.
That
Those
was
are cool. But they use those things to make you say, see, this is a good movie. We brought back your favorite characters.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But
So-
It's a
I'm not saying
grab.
that
It's a
made-
grab at
that's
it.
To continue the conversation here. So what do you all think about the other movies that came out in conjunction?
Rogue One may be the best Star Wars movie.
Rogue One was
Rogue
amazing.
One's great. Honestly,
Great movie.
I didn't hate Solo.
I hated Solo. I thought it was
Solo was okay. I thought it
I'm
was
a-
I'm a
fucking
bit
drudge.
okay.
partial to that movie because I love Donald Glover,
yeah.
and I was really hyped that he was Lando Calrissian.
I like him as Lando.
He was good as
I think
Lando.
the
Yeah.
So
casting.
fucking good
I
in
think
that
the casting
movie.
for Solo was bad. I think Ron
think he was
Howard
bad?
being the director was not a good idea.
Should have been James Cameron. And it should have been on Pandora.
James Cameron shouldn't fucking direct
Shut
anything
the fuck up.
at all. Fucking after Terminator 2,
Nobody wants to talk
fucking
about
James
Avatar.
Cameron
No.
should have dropped his fucking career and just been
Dude,
done
he's
off
made like
T2.
2 of the highest grossing movies of all time. I won't stand for James Cameron slander.
Okay.
You're gonna say you didn't cry during Titanic?
Titanic is a drag of a movie, bro.
Are you? Whoa,
That is a drag of a movie.
That's a drag on one of the greatest movies ever.
a 3-hour-long love story.
It's a great movie.
That is
I
not-
won't lie.
I've never seen Titanic.
You've never seen Titanic?
I've never.
I know what we're doing tonight, buddy
Hey.
boy.
No, we're
No,
not.
Yeah.
While we're on
breaking out
subject-
the wine and we're watching Leo DiCap.
feel good.
Yeah. Leo Cap.
Feel good movies, a movie that you all need to see if you've never seen it. And anybody that's seen it will agree with me. Good Will Hunting.
Great
You
movie.
need to watch
It's amazing.
Good Will
movie.
Hunting.
I've never
It's
seen
not
Good
your
Will.
fault.
I've seen that.
That
brutal,
movie
bro.
is a fucking heart tugger if I ever seen one.
Man.
Leo was a hell of an actor.
That's
He
not
is.
Leo though.
I thought he was in that movie.
He's not in Goodwill.
Who am I thinking of then? It's Robin
It's
Williams.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
and
Yeah.
Ben Affleck and Robin
Yeah.
Williams.
Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
I knew Robin Williams. I had a Matt Damon mixed up with Leo DiCaprio.
But Good Will Hunting, great feel good movie. Anybody watching the pod, go watch that shit. But to wrap up Star Wars,
Yeah.
I think the original trilogy set a precedent that the rest of it couldn't cash.
Very fair.
Hey, Mandalorian and Obi-Wan were both really fucking good. Too.
Great.
Obi-Wan was really fucking great.
Obi-Wan was fantastic. I think there's some continuity errors in that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Spoilers. Sorry if you haven't seen Obi-Wan.
It's been
Go
out
ahead
for a
and
while.
skip about a minute or two.
It's been out for a while.
But the fact that Obi-Wan had well over a minute of chance to just fucking off Vader and doesn't do it makes a
that's the-
continuity issue to me.
That's the whole
Spoiler
thing, though.
alert.
It's he still views him as Anakin though. Like he still views him as his friend, like his brother. Like,
I get that, but he literally says in the scene beforehand, he said, one of us is going to die. One of us is not making it out of this fight.
well, yeah, because like,
Although he
midway
gets
through
the
that
chance
fight,
to
he
finish the
realizes
fight,
it. Yeah,
he doesn't do it.
Whenever the helmet breaks and he sees him,
I get what they
he
were
looks
going
at him in the
for.
eye and he realizes it.
I get what they're going for, but Obi-Wan states very clearly that he knows what will happen if Vader stays alive. He knows that the galaxy is going to be in fucking turmoil.
But
he doesn't do it.
There was one part that I think was a big miss by Star Wars, and I think they should have done it for the sake of him saying it. But in that fight, Darth Vader knocks him down into like a hole,
Yeah.
and I think it was a big a big miss on their part for him not to say I had the high ground.
Oh yeah,
that shit would have been.
I would have laughed, but I would have thought
that
it was
would have
corny.
been
on fire.
Yeah,
if
gasoline.
everybody would have either hated it or loved it.
I thought.
Well, Star Wars
it would have been
I would've
Star
corny.
Wars
lost my
always
mind.
like the original trilogy, right? Like one of the things I loved about it was almost like the writing was a little corny sometimes.
Yeah.
It was like, you could clearly tell there were the heroes and the fucking villains.
Yeah.
I used to
You know.
bullseye Womp Rats back in my T16 back home.
Yeah, bro.
And that hole's no bigger than a Womp Rat.
These blast points are too accurate for sand people.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Like,
It's a
bro,
trap.
like classic lines. And I feel like the writing just fell off too with the
No
sequels.
hokey
just
religions and
Yeah, I don't-
something isn't as good as a good blaster by your side.
no, sir, no, sir. Anyway,
All right.
Thank
last
you
thing
for the-
about Star Wars.
yeah.
Who shot first, Greedo or Han Solo? That's a internet debate that will never end.
I've never heard that debate.
I
Yeah.
have.
It definitely seems like
Who shot
Han
first?
shot first, considering he's not dead.
Yeah, it's probably Han.
No, but in the original cuts, Greedo does shoot first because
He's like,
when
actually,
Han leans
actually.
back and shoots, the shot goes back past his fucking head.
I don't know, bro.
Regardless, thanks for the question, Ethan. That was a great one.
We appreciate it.
I'm sure there'll be more Star Wars talk on this pod at some point. It's a passionate topic.
45 minutes in already. What a beautiful podcast.
So, next question.
Are we gonna do? How many questions are we gonna do today?
I've got 3.
You got 3. All right.
2 more.
Okay. Cool.
We can run through. One of them's kind of a joke question.
Okay. I was gonna say because we don't want to spend too much time.
This
on
one comes from Anonymous. Is Morbius the best film ever created, or is it too soon to say?
Yeah, it's all 3 of our favorite films outside of Avatar. It's all 3 of our.
Outside of Avatar.
Well, yeah, it's all 3 of our favorite
Avatar's right
films.
here. Morbius is right.
Now, if
Especially
Morbius
when he
took
said-
place with blue people and it followed the plot of
Instead of a vampire,
dancing
he turns
with
into one of the blue
if he
people.
turned into
He
one of
turns into one of the
the
blue
he turned
people.
into one of the Navi people.
The Navi people,
The
that's what they're
Navi. So all I'm saying, guys, y'all, are you serious that you don't like Dances with Wolves in space?
I'm over this.
Why are you bringing that?
Never
promise
mind,
you
bro.
are
I'm
fucking
done with it.
Avatar is ass.
I'm done with it, bro. Avatar 2 though?
Do they in Avatar 2? Are they gonna say it's Morbin time? Then no, it's not better than Morbius.
What if they do though?
In
Morbin
Morbius 2, if he doesn't say it's Morbin time, it's a fucking failure.
I don't, dude.
It's more
That
than
movie was garbage.
Yeah, it was trash. It was bad.
And
was
you're
a bad
trying
movie.
to rail against me over a James Cameron
I
3-hour
didn't say
masterpiece
Morbius was
in
good.
space.
I didn't say Morbius was good. Okay,
We're
so
done
last
with
question.
movie talk. Yeah.
Last question is, what is the best sitcom that was developed in the last decade? So the last 10 years, since 2012, we'll go with.
When was
Best sitcom.
When was The Good Place? When did that come out?
No, we talked about this.
That's in the
Yeah.
past 10 years, so I would say
I think that would
The
count
Good
within the
Place.
last 10
I
years.
feel it because my favorite of all time, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's like
Yeah, that's not 10 years
So
ago. So.
sitcom, I can't even think of a sitcom that I've watched in the
Last
past
10 years. Modern Family.
Modern
Honestly-
Family, I did like Modern Family,
Hey, yeah,
no shit.
Modern Family's kind of
Bro,
funny sometimes.
Gloria,
no lie.
though? Gloria,
get it any day.
Gloria though, very attractive.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So,
What was she doing with that old motherfucker, bro?
She loved him.
Love doesn't exist in
the
Hollywood.
best part of Modern Family was the gay couple. They were the
They were
funniest.
Oh, they were
They were
so
funny
funny,
as shit.
so nice.
They are
oh, and,
so fucking
and their little
funny.
kid, I forget what their kid's name
I don't
is.
remember.
Lily.
But
Lily,
the big guy
yeah,
and
her
the gay
kid-
couple.
The big guy's not even gay in real life.
I know.
I'm sure.
And
Is
that's
he-
so
is he not?
fucking
No.
funny.
Oh,
He's
that's
just a
funny.
good actor.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
He's
go with
funny
Modern
as shit.
Family.
Modern
for mine, 'cause I
Family.
really liked Modern
Wait.
Family. The worst in the past 10 years, hot take, Big Bang Theory is garbage.
Oh, I
It is the
hate
worst
Big Bang
fucking
Theory.
show ever. It's trash.
I used to like Big Bang Theory.
I can't
Like
stand
it.
to
You
watch
had
it
the
a lot.
poster of it.
Yeah, I had a post. Well, I
Bro,
got that
it
as
makes
a Christmas
anybody
gift.
that watches anything sci-fi look like a straight up virgin. Like
Well, yeah.
It's tough.
it
yeah.
sheds a bad light on like some of my favorite cultures.
They're always Sheldon's always like, you can't sit in my chair.
You can tell
and then
the people
there's
that
like
made it-
there's like laugh track.
You can tell
Anything-
Chad's
and they're-
made that fucking shit.
They're like,
Anything with
oh,
laugh track.
Sheldon, oh no. Like I don't
fucking-
get it, bro. I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know.
I don't. At this age, I can't handle shows with laugh tracks on.
Yeah.
I think it
Except
instantly
for
makes
Seinfeld.
something not funny.
Seinfeld.
Does Seinfeld have laugh tracks?
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah, it does.
That's
But it's
right.
good. It's a
See-
good laugh track.
See,
George
laugh tracks.
Costanza, bro.
Laugh tracks make
Costanza.
it hard to me to enjoy it. I don't like hearing other people laugh at it whenever. Especially
Yeah, that's your cue to laugh.
Yeah.
that's what it feels like. It's like, okay, that was funny. Are you laughing?
Like,
Laugh along with
like
us.
George Lopez. That show had a laugh track, right?
Oh yeah, and George Lopez, not my favorite.
You didn't like George Lowe?
I have a
Man, he'd wake me
nostalgia
up
to it.
screaming in the mornings,
Bro,
dude.
honestly,
You'd hear that
until, like,
music.
until 3 months ago. I loved George Lopez, but I rewatched it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cringy.
Well, I'm
dude.
never gonna
It's
rewatch
bad.
it now, but
It's
I'm gonna live
bad.
with the good memories of.
You ever wake
'cause I
up
remember,
at 2 a.m. with the hot sweats? And
Yeah.
You get, dun, 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 dun,
Every-
dun, 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 dun.
John's not here, but every single fucking time I stayed the night at his house,
leave that TV
would,
on.
He would
Lopez.
fall asleep with the TV on, and I would wake up at like 4:00 in the morning with George Lopez just
oh
blaring.
yeah, oh I remember being at my cousin's, and I'd be, oh
Were
god,
you all
sleeping
the
on
kids
like the
that-
floor, and then George Lopez, you just hear right in the middle of the night. It was terrifying.
Start
You got
hearing
the hot
lowriders
sweats.
The
start-
hot sweats. I wouldn't have the hot sweats. He'd give me the chili willies, bro. Yeah, bro. I'd be
Were you all the kids that slept with a fucking TV on?
no,
Fuck those
no.
kids.
I don't
dude.
No, I was
Fuck
fine
those
with
kids.
John would.
John would.
Yeah, John was.
Every time I'd stay the
religious
night at
about
his
it.
house, I'd have to turn the TV off because he'd fall asleep first.
Well, the worst thing is at John's house. I'd always fall asleep with a DVD going, bench
Yeah.
warmers most of the time. And with the DVD, when the movie's over, it goes to the main menu and just
Dun, dun, dun,
re-loops
dun.
the like 60
Yeah.
seconds of music that's going on in the
Yeah.
menu. I'm like, Jesus Christ, turn this shit off.
You wake up in the morning with a little tune stuck in your head,
swear.
like,
It's some ass.
yeah. I don't know. See, I like because I fall asleep to rainforest noises every night because I got tinnitus.
Oh,
Like my
yeah.
ears ring, so I just can't listen to like nothing, or else I just hear ringing in
That's
my
why I
ears.
have that white noise machine.
Yeah.
You
That's
got
what
all
I-
kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, he
Bro, I
does.
got 3 fans going. The white noise machine. It sounds like a fucking tornado in here every time.
Dude,
The hell, they're
I want
probably-
silence whenever I'm falling asleep.
I don't want silence. I hate the
Yeah.
silence.
Silence.
If I hear it's too much, I start thinking about what's really going on in my life, and I just I gotta quit.
Yeah, it gets really existential when there's no noise going on. Like, I
Yeah.
can't shut my brain off when there's no noise because it feels like that gives me time to think about things, and my mind is way louder than the world around me. I want the world around me to be louder than my brain at that point so that I can fall asleep.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I'm like, there's time for deep reflections and thoughts. Going to sleep for me is not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just because usually by that point I'm like, oh shit, I've got to get up, for work in the morning in 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to think. I just want to sleep. So, yeah.
Oh, I feel that.
So, you all have any topics that you've thought about in the past week or so? That
I didn't even say my top sitcom from the last decade yet.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
you went with The Good Place. Okay.
I don't like.
Yeah, I don't think you ever.
I've
you
never even watched
The
it. I
Good
thought
Place,
it was dumb. This is a new show I just found due to
Jesus.
Brandon.
Oh, okay. Is that technically a sitcom?
I believe it would be.
What is it?
Okay.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh God,
It is so goddamn funny.
it is fucking
It
hilarious.
is one of the funniest shows
What
I've
is it?
seen.
It's
in a
like
while.
an office style
vampires.
documentary about about a house of vampires.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is so goddamn funny.
It
It's an
is.
FX show. Could you consider? Wait. Could you consider Always Sunny a sitcom?
I would, yeah.
Oh,
Then Always
okay,
Sunny.
yeah,
Always Sunny
it
is
might
definitely
be.
the answer. But
Then that would be my pick.
Yeah, Always Sunny.
honorable mention is What We Do in the Shadows because
We'll see how long that one goes for.
I guess. But
I guess, yeah.
But like they're still coming out with them. Like they come out every Tuesday right now. But
Right
like,
now, yeah.
but
FX
they're-
had some heater shows.
They
for a
do.
while.
FX,
little bit,
FX
yeah.
has some good shows. Like fucking Atlanta was on FX.
Oh, was Atlanta a sitcom?
Nah.
No. What's the? Who knows?
It's what we say was like situational comedy. Is it-
Situational comedy, but like it's kind of like the way I see it is common areas. So
Okay.
So like in Always Sunny, it's the bar, their apartments.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Cheers is the
Yes.
bar.
Friends,
yeah.
Friends is their apartment.
Oh, well, they're in the coffee shop.
The coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so-
Now that makes sense.
So, okay, yeah, it's situational comedy. I looked it
Yeah.
up.
So for the Good Place, it would be hell.
Is the common location.
Yeah.
I know that's like factually correct, but there's the wording of that is just funny. No, I really think that there's not a sitcom that has came out. Arguably,
Sitcoms are dead.
Well,
TV is dead.
depending. Because What We Do in the Shadows is still coming out with stuff, and that's a really fucking good show. And then Always Sunny, they're still coming out with stuff. That's probably
Better Call Saul still coming out.
Better Call Saul. That's not
The Godfather 2 of television.
Yeah. Yeah, Westworld, Peaky Blinders. Like, there's still plenty of good-ass shows that are currently coming out with stuff. But
the first 6 episodes of Squid Games.
Does it fall off? I didn't watch past like the third.
I don't think it
episode.
fell off, but they're gonna make another season. And I don't really care to watch.
Yeah, no, the last 2 episodes kind of ruined the whole concept.
I really wish I finished it because I was really wanting to commit to just doing subtitles instead of dubbing.
Dude, it was way better. It was so good. Yeah,
you hear the tone of their voice a bit better.
Oh yeah,
and it kind of makes the way you read it
dub.
different.
I don't do sub.
I'm okay with sub for real movies. Cause I want to see what the director intended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like those people were chosen for their roles.
Not like anime.
But with anime, it's different. And also, really the only reason is because I don't like seeing their mouths not sync up to what they're saying.
Yeah, same.
I think it's annoying.
That's a big thing to me.
It takes a minute to get used to it, but I didn't hate it.
If you're used
I
to it,
watched
you're
it because it was a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah,
it was big.
But the cultural phenomenon show that really fucking got me, and I still love and have rewatched multiple times, Tiger King.
Oh,
I love
yes.
Tiger King.
That
And they
bitch
did a
down in
second-
Florida.
that
season-
bitch Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin
For
killed
the
her husband.
podcast, we'll let them know. Fuck Carol Baskin.
One of the guys, the Don guy, I think Don McGann or whatever.
Which one's?
He got raided. He got raided by the FBI
In Clarksville.
No. That's a separate thing.
He had like
The one guy who had the whole cult thing going on.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Doc Antle.
Doc Andel. Yeah, the feds picked him up. He got picked up by the feds. Yeah.
He got arrested not too long ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They shut his ass down.
Well, it's because of that season 2. The season 2 is all about Doc Antle.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen season 2, go watch
Just
it.
it's only a couple episodes.
It's like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it kind of sucks compared to the first season. I won't lie.
I still enjoy every bit of that culture.
Bro, during quarantine, that was a phenomenon.
Honestly, tonight
everybody
I might go
watched Tiger
rewatch
King.
that. Tonight I might go rewatch that.
We had a connection to it too because, a month before COVID, my sister and her husband and son went to the Wildlife in Need in Clarksville.
Yeah.
That place that the one guy is from, and so it became such a phenomenon around here because one of the main characters of the show was from here.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like a fucking piece of shit.
Well, and when I was in Oklahoma, that was just a stone's throw away from Joe Exotic's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was out by Moore, I think.
I wonder if Joe Exotic will ever get out.
Maybe.
You know, there was a huge petition for Donald Trump to pardon Joe Exotic.
Oh, dude, they were buying.
Why?
Because Trump was on his way out and Joe Exotic was popular.
I mean, Joe Exotic quite literally did what he was charged for. So it's
yeah. Well, part of accepting
he's entertaining.
a plea like that is that you accept your guilt in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he would probably never do. Fucking Joe Exotic. That guy was nuts. He said, I'm carrying a $3 bill.
Yeah.
Bro, that's hilarious. He was so fun, and he's so genuine.
His
and
web
I feel
show is fucking hilarious.
Well, I don't know. He was so crazy though. He was just nuts.
Insane.
He was nuts.
Entertaining as
I was happy to
well,
see that his one husband, the one that's still
with
alive,
the one that didn't blow his brains out.
Yeah. I'm glad that he kind of cleaned up and he got all new
it was
teeth
good
and,
for him. He got away from
weird
Joe.
That none of his ex-husbands were gay. None of them were actually
Dude, Joe is just he just had a cult of personality around him.
It's weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
I don't know what, so many people are just mesmerized by being around tigers. It's like a drug.
I mean, tigers are cool.
They're
tigers,
cool,
tigers
very
were
cool.
that thing that he added to it that just draw
I don't think
people
I'm
in.
willing
Right.
to get fucked for playing with tigers. I don't think
But
I'm
it's
willing
not
to do
just that. You also get to live in a shack. And you get to eat expired food from a meat truck.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You telling me that doesn't entice you, buddy?
Because that entices me.
I know, me too.
So I mean, there's there's more topics that were at hand. What was something? Oh, do you all want to look into Roko's Basilisk, or do you want to save that for something else?
Should we save that for when John's here? I feel like John would think that's super trippy. He would enjoy that one.
Yeah. What we could do is we could end up taking a break real quick and
take a break.
We take a little break. We'll be back. We'll be right back. How about that, huh?
Break. It's break time. Break.
We'll be back in 3, 2, 1.
Peace. Back from the break. I'm going to go ahead and plug my shit, Schmutz Gaming on YouTube. Let's blow that shit up.
Woo!
Gaming content, podcast content, and I'm hoping to move to some music-related content very soon with these guys. Funhouse Emporium.
Out now.
Go check out our podcast episode, Dissecting It. Get into the mind of Brandon Keibler himself.
Tap in, because I'm crazy. No, I'm not really. I'm quite high functioning.
So, Jordan, any updates on your project?
A little bit. I got another song done. I'm pretty confident it's going to be the final track of the EP. I'm playing on 6 songs as of right now. The one I made, earlier this week. It's a lot more. How should I put it? It's a lot more on the rocky side. There's like no synths in it. It's all guitar, bass, drums, vocals. That's it.
All done by you.
All done by
instruments.
Me. Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he gave me the sneak peek. It was very rock inspired.
It was
because the couple weeks beforehand he'd been playing with the synths. Yeah. And I thought he about switched up on me.
Well, here's the thing.
I was like, is this the same person that I've been living with?
Jordan Werner.
He's using synths, bro? Jordan Daft Punk Werner, bro.
I got a little away from myself.
He said I had to find myself again in the music.
Well, it's weird because I was having a long conversation with our buddy Wyatt about this, but like
shout out Wyatt.
Wyatt Shirley. Soon to be guest on podcast.
Hopefully soon.
Woo.
Hell, we should have had him just come on for the 4th person.
Oh, fuck.
I bet he would have. I didn't even think about Wyatt.
Yeah.
Why? Because
he don't. Well, he's
at work.
He's at work. Yeah, he's at work.
Right now. But about like writer's block. Like the last week and a half before I made that song, I just could not get shit out. You know what I mean? Like I would make like a 4 or 8 bar loop with some guitar, maybe like a synth or two, some drums, and I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this, and I would just delete it and start over again. Yeah. And I just had to keep doing that shit over and over again. Finally, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stop for a second.
Beat block is no joke.
The next day, I finished that song. So I think it's weird. I don't know if it's just with me, but I don't know if you have the same problem, Brandon. But if I try to make something creative and new, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But if I almost stumble upon it, like if I just have my guitar and I'm just kind of fucking around with it, or if just like a little melody kind of comes in my head and I'm like, oh, that kind of sounded cool, and then and it comes to fruition, those are the best songs that I think I make.
Mm-hmm. People, you can tell when a song is like genuine.
Yeah.
Like somebody wasn't hunting for that sound, you know.
Yeah, and there's been like multiple times like we've been down there. And we're like, let's make something right now, and then it's like,
this is weird.
What should we add now? It's like I don't know. You know, it's almost like it's almost like lacking that vision of like what you want it to end up as. Yeah. Rather than just throwing shit up and see what sticks. Like
that's what I like so much about making art, though. Just being a creator, it's like it's the world at your fingertips. You know, it's like I don't have the money to go to Japan, so this is what I have to do to keep my imagination active. Yeah. You know, and that's my escape from the hell that is America. Like I just sit down in my basement and pretend my life doesn't exist. You know. Yeah.
And there's been a lot of times recently that actually there was one specific time I opened up Fruity Loops for the first time in a long time. I had this guitar riff that I was fucking with. I really fucked with it. I'd like to show it to you after the podcast is done. But like, because usually the process is I find a riff that I like, send it to you all, and like, is this something you all think we could make something out of? And we usually do just for fun, just little side tracks. And I was like, I have ideas for it. I wanted to put some effects on the guitar. I honestly even thought about putting down some fucking like Kid Cudi ass crooning sounds on it. And like I really wanted to make that, and once I popped it open, I was like, I'm way out of my lane. This is not my lane. I need to stay out of this. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. It's shooting random shit to you all and just seeing if anything's fun for you all. And like most of the shit that I send to you all is just for fucking fun. I mean, like when
it's like, hey, I think this sounded cool.
Yeah.
That's almost what, because you always send it in the Snapchat videos, and almost always it says, I think this sounded cool.
Yeah.
It's like a 5 slide.
Yeah, he'd be blowing up our group chat.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And I've been experiencing some writer's block with the YouTube stuff, and it honestly has been, you know, I kind of have some anxiety, like that.
For
I have
sure.
some bad anxiety shit, and like this, I'm so happy for 1K, but 1K has, really, when I hit like, you know, 500 or so, after that I really hit this point of like, and I know in the grand scheme of things, there's fucking YouTubers out there with millions and millions of subs.
Right.
I'm sure it's stressful for them, but like, for me, I got to that point of like, oh fuck, now like I do have to keep this schedule, and I do want to keep this progression going, but it's like I don't want to put out anything half-assed. I've deleted 3 videos off of my YouTube because I thought they were half-assed in comparison, and I've started to get that whole thing that you were talking about of like, fuck, this is ass. I need to just scrap this.
Well, that's
You can't. Oh no, I was gonna say you can't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yeah,
Because that's what I struggled with for a long time. You know, it's like when I was working with artists past unnamed, name unnamed. We had a big problem with going over material that we'd been working on for fucking months, bro. Like at one point, you know? And it was just, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Yeah. Like, and it's like, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. You move on. It's like, because you'll never see progression, I feel like, unless you keep the new ideas flowing, because the new idea always has the potential to be better than the last one. I'm a firm believer of that one.
That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah.
I like how you worded that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's just with creating something is you're always going to be your own critic.
Oh yeah, but it's important to put the pen down sometimes.
Yeah,
I think
and just
this week
reflect.
is gonna be my like chill out week, because I've been streaming 3 times a week, been putting out a YouTube video and a podcast every week.
Right.
And like I need to just like chill out, like kind of rekindle my mind of what the direction I intended to go. Yeah. Because now with that one video popping off, like I honestly didn't think I would continue that series until like I, you know, got a bigger following. Yeah.
Like you just thought people wouldn't be fucking with the idea?
I didn't I wanted to put it down on paper because it was an idea I liked, but I really didn't think it would take off. I thought it had the bones to do it. Yeah. But like, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not really taking off. But like I'm not making any money off of it. It's just like, it's something that I really liked to do. But, you know, I didn't think it was going to be a concept that did anything, and now that video took more work than any video I did in the past. Now that one is the most popular one. Now how do I follow up?
Well, you just put that same amount of effort into another video.
What's a curve though?
Yeah.
Plus, because like how long it takes you to make those really high quality videos where you put all that work into it, you're gonna get faster at it too, though. So it's like I remember with one of my business classes, like with people working and learning how to do things, it's like almost like a curve like that. Like as you go up, it's faster and faster and faster. Then it kind of plateaus a little bit. Mm-hmm. So like with starting to do things that are at like a higher quality, as you get more and more familiar with what you're working with, it becomes easier and easier to do it faster. Mm-hmm. Like I know whenever I first started recording guitar tracks on shit and actually like putting effects on it, I barely knew what I was doing. I was just kind of guessing like what all the effects did. Oh yeah. As I was learning like the names of everything. Now like I do it so much faster. I don't even have to be listening to the guitar. I just know what I want to do with that.
Exactly.
And
it's like muscle memory, but in your brain, if that makes sense. Yeah. You don't even think about it at a certain point.
So I wouldn't get discouraged about worrying about keeping quality up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's going to be easier and easier.
well, and it's like you already made that, like you did it already, you know? It's like it's always easier to make the second one than the first one.
Yeah.
You know?
I just keep thinking about that Cuphead video, and like I really like that video, and I enjoyed making it, but that process was a lot harder than I expected, and I applaud YouTubers that do that shit all the time, because that was
it's a full-time job for
it was
some
a
people,
stressful fucking process, like, and really as a 22-minute video, it's not that long, and like, you know, you got the voiceover, you got the gameplay, you got to make sure the audio is right, you got to make sure that everything flows together, video, audio, everything. You want it to be like, what I'm talking about is what is on screen.
Right.
Like those kind of things, I didn't really think about till I started doing it. And I made that one, and it turned out really well. Thank you, everybody that watched that.
Ooh.
And who continues to watch it. Thank you for that. And it's just one of those, it's one of those things of being a creator that you all have experienced that I never have, because until recently I was never really a creator of anything.
No, I get that. Well, you know, there's always time. Morgan Freeman didn't start acting until he was in his 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most people like that are inventors or act like they don't hit it early, bro. Like most people that are inventors, they spend their whole lives fucking destitute until they have something to hit.
Yeah.
Like it's just all about, you know, like, is your heart in it? I feel like, you know, is this what you want to be doing? Like, do you enjoy it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Because if you're enjoying it, you know, as long as you're not, you know, like, pressed for fucking food or water or, like, a shower, you know? Like, you're doing okay, relatively speaking, you know?
I think the hardest part is, like, juggling, and you all both know this, too, is, like, juggling your creative side and your business side. So like your day, your 9 to 5 often interferes with your creativity. Your like what you're creating. Like I gotta create in between, and with the streaming, that makes it a lot harder. As that would be time that I would spend editing videos, but now I'm doing that streaming, and with you all, like you work your 9 to 5. It's hard to fucking go home and be... I feel like it'd be harder to be a music creator just for the fact of, like, if your mind's not in it that day, you literally can't. I don't know how you would do it. Like, if I come home and I'm like, damn, I just need to, like, fucking get out of that shit.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, I can create something else and it'd be fine. But with music, it's just like, if you're not in it, you're not in it that day.
Yeah. I don't know. I always... On days like that, I just do bureaucratic shit. You know, it's like files I need to send. If I like
still productive.
Yeah, I'll do like marketing work or something else.
Kind of busy work.
Because I'm like, I don't know, I'm a workaholic. I can't even lie. So it's like I don't it's hard to just have a day where I don't do anything productive. Well, like even if it's, you know, like not the 9 to 5 stuff, because I have a professional job. But it's just like it's just a job at the end of the day.
My mindset, and I feel like you all may have the same thing, is like working for a big job, like, you know, not really conglomerate, but you're working for a company.
Yeah.
What the company says goes. You do what the company asks.
Sure.
And it just seems like there's a lot of people that we know specifically that live to work, and I'm very much on the other side of I work just so that I can have a living to do the things that I enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And it just, like, having a creative way to work, like, I consider making the videos and making the podcast, I consider it work.
Sure.
But it's a work I enjoy. Like, work is not inherently a bad word.
No, not at all.
But when it's attached to, like, your 9 to 5, it becomes a bad word.
It just becomes a drain, you know?
Yeah, it's something
you get so beaten down, you're so fucking tired all the time, you know?
It's a thing where you put energy in and you don't get anything out of it. Other than your paycheck to live.
Oh, yeah.
But you put into your job, you leave your job, you don't have, at least I don't, have a satisfaction of leaving that it's like, you know what, I did something today. I'm not doing cancer research. I'm not fucking looking into the stars to seeing what's out there.
Yeah.
You know, And I would say the work that I do is important, and I think the work that all of us do is important, but it's not important to me.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's not
fair.
something that I leave every day and I'm like satiated. Like my mind is like, you know what, I did a good thing today. No, what I leave is like, okay, I put in my time.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's kind of interesting that you put it that way, because like I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just kind of putting the other side of the coin. I remember a while back. I think me and John were playing at this event. I think I might have been 13 or 14. Like we were young. It was like early high school.
Damn.
And,
you were playing a show?
Yeah, that was the first place that we actually like publicly played at together. And we just played a handful of songs first, and then this like band came on after us, and they were like kind of like a bluegrassy band. It was a bunch of like older people. They weren't old, but like they were like in their 50s, 60s.
So old.
Well,
So
that's what I'm saying. Like they weren't like old. Like they were
decrepit.
They were all like middle aged.
Senile.
Middle aged.
They were all
Jesus.
50 is middle aged. 50 is middle aged. Regardless.
Well, technically, in the median of living in America, 40 would be
Man, if I hit 40, just take me out back like Old Yeller, bro. Just dispose of me. That's too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Look at them boys up there. One of them is 40.
Which one?
Kanye, isn't he? He's in his 40s, isn't he?
That's a lie, bro.
How old is Kanye?
Like 27.
They're going to be 27 until they die, so they can be in the 27
yeah, I'm
club.
27 till the day I die, bro.
What were you saying, Jordan? Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, that was me. Sorry to interrupt you.
That band, I can't remember what their name was, but like in the name, it was literally just like they don't charge. Like they literally don't be paid to play. Literally, all they play for is like if you feed them. Like they. And I remember
they play for food.
Yeah, like it was literally like
That's dope.
they played events and like that have food, and like if you just feed them, like they'll play. And I remember I asked the guy, because at that time John and I, we were young, we were like thinking like we want to be paid to play places. We didn't get paid for that, but like we wanted to be professionally musicians. We wanted to be professional musicians, and we told that guy that, and we were like, that's kind of an interesting thought. Like, you guys just play for food, basically. And he was like, well, if once you start actually, like, making money with music or something creative like that, that's whenever everything starts to get stressful and confusing, and that's whenever people start arguing and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, to go back to what you were saying, where you were talking about how, like, juggling work along with all that, with your creative side, with your business side, that just made me think about how he told me that a long time ago, where there is another side of that where you could be doing your creative side professionally, but there's also those bad things that could come up where you start leading to stress and stressing about like keeping your quality up where you're relying on it.
Because like, I mean, just from my experience, like progressively, the more like known people in the industry that I worked with, the more stressful it got to be making music, like just as a concept, or not even making music, but working with other people making music.
You get towards like other people's deadlines and things like that.
Yeah, and it's like they're just things that are out of your control, you know, at the end of the day.
There was a guy that DM'd me the other day, and I'm definitely not talking shit about that guy. I appreciate his offer. But he asked to collab on some Warzone content. Yeah. And I just don't know about collabs right now, because my process, I feel like the process that I have is as close to streamlined as I can get it right now. I mean, I'm still pretty fresh in this business.
Yeah, I'm sure a year from now you'll be like, what the fuck was I talking about?
Yeah, like...
You know, and that's
like,
always how it goes.
I really appreciate the offer from the guy, and like, I just worry about it because, like, the content I make now is, yes, I have, like, dates that I like to put things out, but as everybody knows, I've missed podcast dates the past
Who among us hasn't? Who among us?
You know, and I'm not ready for that just yet. I think I gotta focus on my own shit at this point.
Yeah.
I'd love to collab with people, and I won't say that, you know, Dr. Disrespect hits me up to collab. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Like, I'm gonna do it, but it's like, and not to say that that guy's any lesser. He's got plenty of subs. It's just, you know,
Adding to the plate.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you just want to do your own thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of in a way like I've played Warzone on stream a lot, but there's not much things I want to make relative to Warzone content. I love the game. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But I have no like opinions that are entertaining, you know, in a way. And I'm not the kind of content creator that wants to make the best class for Warzone season this or that. I'm not into that. I'm more into the diving deeper into the like creative side of games, and like in kind of in the same way with film, like with like games parallel to film pretty well nowadays.
Yeah.
And like how creative do they get with the game? Like Warzone, I'll say, is not a very creative fucking game, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's almost like the balance between the story arc of it and how fun it is to play.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a balance for every
Or like
game.
with movies, like when movies they use old story arcs to prove new concepts. Like there's this movie by James Cameron.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where he used the story of Dancing with Wolves.
People?
Oh my god.
How did you not know that's where that was going?
I knew where he was going, but I didn't think he was going to bring Dances with Wolves back up. God.
And the comments are going to be like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking
Nobody
about
gives a
James
shit
Cameron and
about
Dancing with
James Cameron
Wolves.
and
Everybody
Dancing-
hated that movie. They just thought the blue people were hot.
Why don't we do that? We should review, like, do a review.
People were trying to fuck the blue people and stuff. You know, with their tails.
Rule 34 probably got blown
it's
up
like
after
because they
Avatar
had
got
the whole.
released.
Now we're in Avatar talk. This is my time to shine.
No,
Because they had the
not
whole.
in Avatar
They had the
talk.
whole hair
We're
thing
not
going
in
on.
Avatar talk.
Where they like what's a fun way to put this? When you get married,
You attach ponytails?
well, they do.
That's what they did.
I mean, technically they weren't married, and she was supposed to get hitched to somebody else. I don't know if you've seen the movie.
So,
Yes, I've seen Avatar.
explain the difference between Avatar and the Smurfs.
And the Smurfs, well, the Smurfs has a terrible story.
It doesn't have a true hero arc.
It's not based on Wild West classic Dances with Wolves. Which, for those who don't know,
is the inspiration
for Avatar 1. Avatar 2, yet to be determined what it takes inspiration from.
We can only hope he doesn't.
We can only
hope they don't
round
go too far
2,
from
baby.
I hope it's
Dances
inspired
with Wolves
by the
again.
Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast. Oh, what? Okay, the Breakfast Club.
Fantastic movie.
My
a show.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
movie.
What am I thinking of?
That's what
Breakfast Club is a movie.
I'm thinking of
It's the kids that get detention.
Yeah, they get detention. They're all depressed and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, they're crying. They're like,
coming-of-age film.
my dad hates me. I'm in depression.
Never mind.
Detention sucks.
I was thinking
we're
of
in the
Saved by the
library.
Bell. I was thinking of Saved
Saved
by
by
the Bell.
Hey,
I don't
that's a
know
good
why.
show too. I like
No.
Saved by the Bell.
Okay. If they had to do an Avatar movie based on another movie, what would you all?
An Avatar movie based on another.
Yeah, what movie? Because I know mine. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Just nothing changes, but they're all the blue people.
Oh my god! Oh no!
All right, we're done. We're done with that one. Oh,
Okay,
boy.
so here's a fun one.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I have in my mind, and I always have, the greatest film of all time.
Okay.
Not my favorite film.
Okay.
Okay, it is my favorite film, but also I consider it the greatest film of all time.
Okay.
And I want to know your all's, not take on mine, but like, what is your
No,
favorite?
no,
okay. Give me your
okay.
favorite film and what you think is the greatest film of all
How about
time.
I give you my favorite Disney princess too?
Wait,
Well, everybody
I wanna-
knows it's Cinderella, bro.
It's actually Snow White.
What are you, racist?
No, I like the little dwarf she hangs out with.
They're just straight chilling.
Bro, she's hanging out with 7 fucking hobos all the time.
She got Dumpy up in there.
Dumpy up in there, bro.
Did you say Dumpy?
Dumpy, bro.
Did you say Dumpy?
Whatever his name is. They got what? Depressy and like
they got Dumpy walking around there with just the biggest ass you've ever seen.
They got Thumpy, bro.
Snow White walks by and like, don't worry about him. He's just got a straight dump.
Dumpy, bro. He's got the dumper.
Oh, that's just Dumpy.
Oh, that's enough.
He got that fat cheeks, bro.
I mean, I don't know what their fucking names are. They got like what? And then one's like like Groundhog or something, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like, bro, like they're naming them after like animals and shit. She's hanging out with all the animals.
Rule 34 version.
No. She's hanging out. She's like in the woods and she's like ha 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 ha, and fucking deer walk up and shit. like.
What in the fuck?
This just went so far fucking off the rails.
All right, you know what? Change topics. Can we change? Okay.
What movie are you talking about?
Yeah.
The Shining.
The Shining? You think that's the best movie ever?
I consider The Shining is the greatest film ever made by my favorite and the greatest director of all time.
I don't even think that's Stanley Kubrick's best film. I'll be honest.
I think it is, but I think that he has Channel Orange. Channel Orange by Stanley Kubrick.
It's not Channel. It's Clockwork Orange. I was thinking
and it's, what about? I mean, 2001:
Full Metal Jacket,
Space Time Odyssey.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Bro, when the monkeys like discover fire. Shit.
So the reason I say The Shining is the greatest film.
Why The Shining?
It is. If you watch that, and I'd like to watch it together and dissect it.
I've never seen The Shining.
Me neither.
You have not.
It's too scary.
You've never seen it?
It's not a scary movie.
We don't watch horror.
It's not a horror movie.
It's scary,
known
bro.
as a horror movie.
I don't watch scary.
Is it more like a thriller?
I don't do the horror movies.
It's a thriller. There are no like. There's not.
Is it gonna stick with me?
Probably.
It's gonna stick with you because of how good it is.
I am a bitch when it comes to scary movies. I've left girls' houses before because they turn on scary movies.
Oh my god.
I turned down.
I hope in post. I want to go back and I want to zoom in on my face right here. Huh?
No, it's
Can we get a? All right, Jordan.
Multiple
let's
times.
both get a
multiple
big old
times.
Huh?
Fuck. Multiple times.
This man dipped out on pussy because he was spooked.
Yeah, I did. No shame in it. No shame in it. I don't want to watch some stupid ass scary movie.
That's your chance to show that you got them big cajones. You're like, you know what, babe? Don't scare me. You know what?
How I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna take her to the mall and get her Annie Ann's, bro. That's how I'm gonna show out my big cajones. Yeah.
He's sweet like that.
Hey, I'm tender.
Sweet like that.
I'm nice like that.
I don't entirely disagree with him though, because I remember one time freshman year, I had someone ask me to go to. They're like, we're going to a haunted house.
Was it a girl?
With me? Yes.
Sick.
And I was like,
yes, sir.
I just said no.
Is it because you get scared?
Yeah.
Is it because you get scared?
Haunted houses are garbage
I think
too,
haunted
bro.
houses are stupid as fuck.
I do too, but I like being scared.
I know we talked about this last week. I don't like being scared. I feel like that's a perfectly sane thing to think.
Right.
I would prefer to stay comfortable.
I enjoy the adrenaline of a good scare.
Bro, life is scary enough.
So The Shining is not
scary reality.
Facing your demons, that's what's scary.
Megan is scared of a lot of things. She will not watch horror movies.
Did she watch The Shining?
She did, and she loved it.
Oh no, I'm not worried about this shit. I like Jack Nicholson. I think he's cool.
Who?
That's his greatest film.
The main guy.
The guy from Nickelback?
Yeah, that guy. No, Jack Nicholson is a great actor in a lot of things. He was in not Good Will Hunting. A Few Good Men.
Oh yeah,
amazing film.
We watched that in a class.
So
what class?
I think you were in it.
Probably English.
I think it was Mr. Sinnings. It don't matter, but
The Shining is one. I think that's going to be first on the list to do a dissection because it's gonna break the barrier for you with horror films. It's considered a horror film. It's not scary.
I don't watch scary movies.
I've seen scary movies. I just don't particularly enjoy it.
Right.
But The Shining is a movie that I would like to see.
The synopsis
because of Stanley Kubrick. I would watch it because it's a Stanley Kubrick movie.
His directing style.
It's amazing.
It's phenomenal.
His directing is amazing. There's no one contending that.
His best work is in The Shining. And I think
just with what, the camera angles, or?
The way the camera angles are placed, the imagery, brings to your head that like, oh, Jack is like losing it, like he's starting to lose his mind.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen Clockwork Orange, right?
It's great film.
That's the only Stanley Kubrick movie.
You haven't seen
Whatever.
2001?
2001
Or Full Metal Jacket?
No. Dude, I don't watch.
Gomer Pyle.
Was Full Metal Jacket the
Private
movie?
Pyle?
Was that the movie with the guy saying like "surprise, motherfucker"? Like,
No, that's The Wire. That's a TV show.
Yeah. Dude, you would love Full Metal.
I don't watch that movie.
Full Metal Jacket is one of the
Full
most
Metal
brutal
Jacket's the
movies
one,
I've ever seen in my life, dude.
What's your war face? Show me your war face. And he's like, ah!
God, you just clipped the fuck out of that audio. Oh, Jesus.
But The Shining is Kubrick's best work because he doesn't have to tell you what's going on. And the ending is left in such a crazy... It can't even be considered a cliffhanger. It's something that transcends a cliffhanger. To a point where...
It's such a cliffhanger. It's not even a cliffhanger anymore.
No, it's to the point...
It's such a cliffhanger, it's obvious. You get it the moment you watch it.
You will never understand it. That's the point.
Never.
It's such a cliffhanger. Everybody sees it coming.
I don't like things I don't understand.
No, look, listen to the words that I'm saying. Listen. You're gonna go
This
through
sounds
this
too
movie.
confusing, too scary.
You're gonna go through this
The
movie.
whole thing with
just talking
the whole
about
thing
it,
with
bro.
the two little girls. I don't know, bro.
The two little girls are in there
Sounds
for like
kinda
2
size.
fucking seconds.
Too much.
That's
That's two seconds
much.
too long, bro.
Two girls
So-
too
2
much.
seconds too long.
The movie goes and you find it to be like a normal thriller type, like murder type thriller.
Yeah, sure.
And you get to the end, and the very last 20 seconds of the film throws a curveball at you that you just never expected. And then everybody that I've shown this movie to, the moment they finish the movie, they go on Google and is like, explain this to me. And there are explanations, but Kubrick himself never explained it, and it's not in Stephen King's book.
I was gonna say
It is not in Stephen King's
because
book.
that was written.
It is not. It's not in the book.
I forgot
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a
based
Stephen
off a
King.
book.
It's a
I
Stephen-
completely.
It's a
forgot
Stephen
about
King
that.
book,
Great author.
and Stephen King hated it. Hated the movie.
Really?
Was pissed at Kubrick. for it.
What?
Because
People love the Shining movie.
The Shining book goes day by day. There are no like skips. So the synopsis is Jack Torrance is this guy that he's a writer,
Okay.
and he gets a winter job where him and his family go live in this hotel that's in this winter area that gets snowed in, so they don't have visitors, but they need somebody to stay there for maintenance purposes. So him and his son and his wife go live there in this massive hotel, the Overlook Hotel. And he goes there to write his book. He says the kid and the wife can eat and like have fun, do all their stuff, and he can write his book. And then shit just starts getting a little odd. And the imagery that he shows through an hour and a half of the film, nothing is scary. Nothing is inherently like that it's a thriller. But with the imagery he shows, it shows the viewer that there's something going on here that the characters don't know about. They don't understand it. But the way he uses the angles and the way he uses shadows, everything is perfect. It's perfection. It's his best work by far, in my opinion, and I love all of his films. I think he has the best filmography of any director. A lot of people say Tarantino, but there's a few Tarantino movies that I don't get into. His newest one, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think that's
didn't
probably
like
his
that.
weakest.
Yeah, and
I didn't even watch.
Hateful Eight.
Was that the Cowboy? Hateful Eight was good.
I didn't
Hateful
like
Eight was
Hateful
good.
I like
Jackie
Hateful Eight.
Brown's an amazing movie.
Jackie
Reservoir
Brown's great.
Dogs, right?
I've never seen
Reservoir Dogs,
I really need to
Jackie
watch
Brown,
Jackie
Pulp
Brown is
Fiction.
after Pulp Fiction.
Kill Bill
1 and 2.
and 2. Django Unchained, which Django
Django's
Unchained
such a-
might be my
Django's nuts.
favorite of
That's
Tarantino
one of my
movies.
favorite.
I don't know. I like Jackie Brown.
I think actually Pulp Fiction's probably
Pulp Fiction's
Pulp
so
Fiction's
good,
fucking
too.
incredible.
That's
Uma
one of-
Thurman. Can we just
Uma Thurman kills it in
shout out
everything.
to Uma Thurman?
I would love to have you as a guest on the podcast.
You know what? This episode has been sponsored by Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
Thanks.
She doesn't
Uma.
know it yet.
She doesn't know.
She's
it.
gonna hop in the comments, and be like, "I don't associate with you assholes at all."
Yeah, she's gonna be like, please
I
do
don't
not
know- I
ever
don't know who the
mention
fuck
cease
you
and
guys
desist.
Yeah, I want you to take this down right now. I don't...
Okay, so greatest film of all time in your opinion. Doesn't have to be your
Greatest
favorite,
film?
but the greatest film. The thing that you think was directed the best, the story was the best, everything was 10 out of 10 for you.
Shit, I don't even know, bro.
Knee jerk, Book of Eli.
What?
Really?
That's probably my favorite movie. Because it has the twist at the end.
It's a good twist. It is a very good twist.
The fight scenes are so fucking cool. Like, because like the first fight scene, like it's just like a silhouette of him just absolutely eviscerating these motherfuckers.
But the fight scenes get even better the second time you watch it because of the
Yes.
twist.
Realize,
Yes.
yeah.
It is such a good fucking movie. It's one of the few movies I actually own on DVD.
Walk
Like,
by faith, not by sight.
It's
Yeah.
so
Like,
good,
yeah,
dude.
I was like, oh
It's
shit.
a great movie. I will say I don't know
Oh.
who directed that.
I don't either.
I don't know.
But I just know Denzel Washington's a fucking crazy actor, and so is Gary Oldman. He's the antagonist.
Yeah.
I love Gary
Oldman just kills everything he does.
Gary Oldman is fantastic in everything. My favorite role of his is definitely Commissioner Gordon in the Dark Knight movies.
He kills everything, dude. He does it so perfectly, and all of his shit is so different. Like I can't remember his name in Book of Eli, but he's like this like old ass, hunched over like. I don't even know what.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
just go watch it.
like a
'cause
town,
here, I was
town
gonna.
mayor,
I want to
damn
look
near.
up. Continue what you were saying. I want to look up something to bring up here in a second.
But he's just, I don't know. He plays all these different roles. He's in fucking Harry Potter. He's Sirius Black in Harry Potter. And
oh, I forgot that he was that.
Like he's got fucking range.
Yeah,
like,
Gary
it's
Oldman's-
crazy. What are you looking up?
Yeah.
Well, just continue. Just continue what you were talking about, and I'm gonna bring up something. A movie that I actually even before The Shining.
Well,
this movie is gonna fuck your all's world.
I was gonna say, can we move past movie talk? Because we talked a lot about movies, TV.
Yeah.
I want to
feel
bring
like I don't
this
want
up.
shit to get boring.
I want to bring this
All
up.
right, bring this up.
I'm gonna bring this up.
Predestination.
No,
There's a
Taylor's
movie.
a good fucking actor too.
There's a movie called Predestination, and it is a movie that I'm not going to bring this up on screen for you all, but I'm just going to give the synopsis, and this is one that I want to put on the list for us to watch together. This movie fucked up my head more than any movie ever. It's not a horror movie; it's an action film, and really, it's just a mind bender. And it's Ethan Hawke. It's not one that is really like an A movie, but I love Ethan Hawke, and it's a time travel movie with a twist. So he's an agent for this agency that does time travel to stop major like bombings and like bad events from happening. And some shit really gets wacky with time and paradoxes, and like the ending literally caused me to have like an existential crisis of like, oh my fucking god, how is this even possible?
Nice.
Those are good movies though.
Yeah.
Whenever it makes you like, you actually sit through all the credits because you're just like sitting there.
That
thinking.
is one. I don't think there's any movie that will ever fuck with your head more than that movie.
Really?
And that's all I'll say about movies.
That's all we'll say about that. All right, I got a topic.
What you got? What you got?
All right, it's 2 a.m, right?
2 in
You
the
leave
morning.
the bar. You're wasted.
Paint us a picture, bro.
Where are you going to eat?
Where am I going to eat?
Yeah, where are you? We haven't done food talk.
Okay, so food.
It's 2 a.m.
Do
You
I
come
have-
out the bar. You're hungry.
Okay.
Like you haven't eaten in days.
Do I have options of things that are only open in the day, or do I have to go buy?
It's
like,
up to it's 2 a.m. You gotta.
Okay, so you have to do things that are open at 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Where are you going? Because it's you can tell a lot about a person by it.
I'll say the best meal I had on a drunken night was actually with you.
Oh.
The night that we went to that art museum and went on the roof of that, we went to Burger Boy.
Oh, Burger Boy.
Is Burger Boy open 24/7?
It is
open
yeah.
24 hours.
At least it was pre-COVID.
Shout
I don't know
out
about now,
Burger
but
fucking Boy.
Burger. That
shit's
place is
fire.
slow as shit.
Is that-
But when you get your food, it's so good.
Is it a franchise or is it?
It's just the one. I
It's like
think.
Okay,
Five
I didn't
Guys
know-
open 24/7.
Yes,
I didn't know
it's
if
sick.
it was local or not.
It's sick.
I'd
I've never been there sober before.
Really?
I've been
I don't,
drunk
yeah.
every single time I've been there.
I've been inebriated in some way every
Yeah,
time I've stepped
yeah,
foot in that
it's-
place.
I've heard multiple Burger Boy stories, but
Shoo.
I've never been there. there still.
Anytime you do something illegal, you show up at Burger Boy, it's like you feel safe.
Well, it's like a warm
place.
hug. It's a warm hug over your soul.
When you
warm
hop in there,
embrace.
there's
A warm
no,
embrace.
There's no terror incoming. Burger Boy shields you.
That's their new tag, Burger Boy, a warm embrace. You
You're
think
welcome.
people would show up? We're doing free promo for these people.
Honestly.
Sponsor us, Burger
Pay
Boy.
us, Burger Boy, because we pay you enough money.
God, I've thrown a lot
Isn't
of
that
money
the
at
damn
Burger Boy.
truth?
I'm gonna say Waffle House every time.
Yeah.
Waffle House is a smack.
Whenever I was at school, Waffle House is regional, so in Terre Haute there is no Waffle House. We had IHOP and Denny's.
Oh,
Denny's is alright.
Denny's,
when you're
I don't
fucking-
know.
Denny's.
Denny's is not
is
a good
mid.
sober restaurant, but drunk. You hear me out. Drunk Denny's is actually kind of fire.
I'm sure it
Yeah,
is.
drunk, it might be different.
Their hash browns settle
See,
your
but
stomach
Waffle House
nice
is...
and
But I feel
Because Waffle House is my choice, too.
I feel like Terre
Yeah.
Haute Waffle House would be a dangerous place anytime after 11 o'clock.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like
Terre Haute
every
being the
Waffle
shithole that
House
it
has
is.
the chance of being dangerous
Yeah,
after 11
that's-
o'clock.
I like it because it's the same thing everywhere you go.
Megan told me one time, she was like, when she was up in Indy at school, she went to Waffle House and she was up there with Alea, her friend, and she went into Waffle House and the server, they said, "You want bacon?" They said, "Yeah." Server fucking slaps raw bacon over his arm and then puts them on the thing one at a time.
Yes, sir.
That is what I want in a Waffle
yeah.
House.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I prefer to have it the
Oh, yeah.
weirdest possible way.
I wish it was legal to smoke in a Waffle House, smoke cigs.
I can't believe it's not.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
believe it's
Oh,
not.
dude, I want them to be smoking.
I'm sure that was like.
I
Like,
wanna
even
hear
if
those
I don't
places.
smoke the cigs, I want somebody
while
to.
they're
it.
while
want
they're
that-
while they're
I want
flipping the
that dude back
omelet,
there.
I want to hear Twah! Flip, bro. I want them to be spitting all over the kitchen. There's like mystery substances.
Well, I told Megan,
all
I
over
said,
the
if the
floors.
motherfucker ain't throwing bacon over his arm, I don't want it.
No,
like, that's
no.
not Waffle House to
Would you
me.
take an extra piece of bacon if they were just laid over their arm before they put it on there?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Waffle House. You're
Wait,
not,
bare
you're not
arm?
going there
Ba-
for good service. You're
bare
going
arm?
there for drunk food.
Bare arm?
Yeah, it's open.
Bare arm, yeah.
Okay, well, what's the difference between that and their hands, right?
They're supposed to use those gloves things.
Do they, though? They never
They
do.
never do.
They never do.
They never do.
The thing is, like, even outside of like the sanitary issues that there is with that,
Ever present.
that's fucking gross. Like, just to have greasy ass raw bacon over your arm, like, the shit's gonna just get on your arm, and you just don't have a problem with that. Like,
It's disgusting.
I don't have a plate. I'll just put it. I'll just put it over my fucking
Just
arm.
lay it out.
What if they
I'll watch it
served
later.
it like that and you had to eat it off their arm too? You're like, don't do the same arm.
It's
you
part
know,
of
at
the
the very
experience. It's like
least.
Kanzai when they throw food at you. It's
Oh,
like they
yeah.
present it on their fucking arm.
I wish, dude. I wish they shouldn't even have tables. They should just have employees stretched out. Yeah. Oh yeah. At that rate, why not?
Waffle House is such.
It's an amazing
It's
restaurant.
such an amazing place just for the fact you never know what you're gonna get.
Dude, even
don't,
Anthony
you don't.
Bourdain went there and he loved it.
There's,
Everybody loves.
Everybody
Waffle
loves Waffle House.
House. Everybody loves.
Well,
Waffle
Anthony
House.
Bourdain also probably never went there sober.
Yeah, well, he didn't do much of anything sober.
Well, yeah,
Unfortunately,
his
yeah.
schedule was. Can you look up his
dude-
schedule online?
Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah.
Schedule.
His schedule? That
Like-
schedule, you're probably thinking about
Who
the
am
guy
I
who
thinking
wrote
of?
Fear and Loathing in Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
what is
yeah.
that guy's name?
Oh,
That's the guy I'm thinking of. Like,
What
he
was his
literally
name?
published his
I'm looking
drug
it up.
schedule.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson. That
Yeah.
fucking shit. Look that shit up on Google. That'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's his
How the
schedule's
fuck
nuts.
is that man alive?
Schedule's nuts.
Well, he's not alive anymore, is he?
Hunter
No,
S.
he's
Thompson
quite
daily
dead.
routine
He's
was
quite-
a suggestion whenever I typed up Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he
it's
published
fucking
it.
insane.
It says.
Give us one of the days.
Well, this was the abbreviated
Hit it.
what came up. It said if True paints a picture of a man who gets up at 3 p.m., drinks whiskey and snorts coke all day, takes acid at 10 p.m., writes, sits in a hot tub for a bit, and then goes to bed. That's not the full thing.
No, the full thing.
The
he's
full
like
thing is
he's like
insane.
wake up at 3 o'clock, start doing coke, start drinking liquor, And then it gets to 7 o'clock. He's like, start doing coke seriously. And he's like, it gets to 10 o'clock. He's like, drop acid, smoke weed to level out the coke. And then it hits to 1 a.m. It goes, Hunter S. Thompson is ready to write.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he writes until. Did you?
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
This is from an old news article. It literally has like the times typed out.
Yeah.
3 p.m. rise. Period.
Rise.
3:05. Chivas Regal with the morning papers.
Isn't that
Dunhill
whiskey?
Cigarette. 3:45
Dunhills.
cocaine. 3:50 another glass of Chivas Dunhill. 4:05 first cup of coffee. Another cigarette.
I like how he did
Another
coke.
Dunhill.
He did coke before coffee. That's so funny.
4:15 cocaine. 4:16 orange juice and another cig. 4:30 cocaine. 4:54 cocaine. 5:05 cocaine. 5:11 coffee cigarette. 5:30 more ice and Chivas. 4:45 cocaine. 6 p.m. grass to take the edge off. 7:05 Woody Creek Tavern. 9 p.m. coke. 10 p.m. drop acid. 11 p.m. chartreuse, cocaine, grass. 11:30 cocaine. Midnight Hunter ready to write. I'm reading this word for word.
Yeah, word for word.
12:05 to 12:06 a.m. Chartreuse, cocaine, grass, Chivas, coffee, Heineken, clove cigarettes, grapefruit, Dunhills, orange juice, gin. Those are all listed for that time slot.
I guess they're interchangeable.
6 a.m. in the hot tub, champagne, Dove bars, fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine.
8 a.m. Halcyon, 8:20 sleep.
Taking halcyons?
To fall asleep,
fall
I guess.
asleep?
I didn't even realize
8:20
that.
a.m. fall asleep.
He's
The
taking
life of-
halcyons to fall asleep.
You know,
It
Hunter S.
literally-
Thompson, I believe Hunter S. Thompson's from Louisville, actually.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm quite serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't
There
we
was
have
a-
a big ass picture?
There
of
was
him
an
up on
exhibit. There was
on
like a Hunter S.
building?
Thompson
I think
exhibit
that
at the Speed
schedule
Art.
proves why we don't have a poster.
Yeah.
There was 4 different time
Oh.
slots for Coke in a row.
Yeah.
Coke.
You know,
then more
on
Coke.
that,
God.
can we take it to Florida, man? On that? You
I think we
that-
ride it out to
You
Florida Man
thinking
on
we
that.
ride it out with Florida man? Hunter
Florida
S.
man.
Thompson is an Indiana man.
That
Or a Louisville
lives like
man.
a Florida
She is from
man.
Louisville.
Yeah, he is from Louisville, isn't he?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Oh,
right.
that's a
We got
bummer
some
off
good
the
ones.
rip, bro.
We got some good ones. All right. Florida man. What we got? First
Oh, wait, go to the
Jesus
news. Go to
Christ.
the news.
one. News tab. Florida man arrested after allegedly beating dog named Buzz Lightyear to death. Why?
Wow.
I'm not
Guess he
even gonna
didn't
read
like
into
the
that.
movie.
Florida man
Let's skip
mocks
that
Trump
one.
flying ha 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 banner over Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Fantastic.
that's brutal.
I
That's
applaud
pretty
you,
funny.
sir.
On to the woman accused. Oh, okay, that's pretty normal.
Stealing 50K.
Yeah,
worth of, you know.
everybody does
Look
that.
at
Oh,
that bitch.
God,
Look
woman.
at that bitch.
Oh, she's
Let's
fine.
take a peek.
Blow that
Let's
up.
take a peek, and we're gonna see if this
Holy
picture
Florida
should be
woman.
bigger.
This is Florida woman.
Oh, I wonder if Florida woman. Oh,
Oh, God.
how you doing,
Oh,
darling?
Jesus
eh?
Christ.
You think she did the Kylie
How
Jenner
you
lip
doing,
challenge
eh?
before she got
Bro.
arrested?
Oh,
That's too much, bro.
Take it away.
Go back.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Jordan's
Take it
getting
away.
scared.
get those
Back to
eyes
the
off
back.
me, bro.
Back away. On to the next one.
She's definitely got lip
Oh,
fillers.
next
Christ.
one.
There's a bunch. Child ejected
Oh.
in crash as Florida man fled traffic.
Jesus,
stop.
don't pick the fucking depressing
I'm
ones.
just reading them. Bay Area man on mission to
Yeah.
curb high suicide rates. Okay, let's type in Florida man 2021. Let's see what happened in Florida 2021.
Naked Florida man wielding machete tries to steal another man's clothes.
You said
Why did he have a
That's from
machete but
4
not
days
clothes?
ago.
Why did he have a machete but not clothes?
Were similar suspect description were similar to another incident in August 2021.
I'm glad to hear his shit's still popping off like that.
Some Capitol rioters try to profit off the. Fuck you. Florida man survives after alligator bites his face while swimming in the lake.
Nice.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Naked Florida man with a machete. Oh, you just read that one.
There we go. Top 9 Florida man stories of 2021.
I like the picture that they have with this.
He's got a tattoo.
Is that
of
a
Florida.
tattoo of Florida?
That is a picture of Florida.
Oh, here's what we got to do.
Florida man accused of jumping naked on neighbor's trampoline before breaking into home.
Oh, he was only 21?
He looks like the type of guy.
I do that.
was him?
Yeah, it was him.
Honestly, he does not look like
What's
the type
this
of guy
next
to
one?
do that. Man jumps into Bass Pro Shops. Is there a video?
Oh, play the video.
Oh, come on, please.
This is no fish story.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Let's see.
Jump it forward. Jump it
Yeah.
forward. See.
Oh,
It's only 50
it's only
seconds.
50.
Oh, it's only 50
Yeah.
seconds. Okay. Man.
Oh, those are artificial?
I didn't know that.
Honestly, I kind of thought that they were real, that they just hauled them in.
That's really
The
disappointing.
soaking wet man.
Then jumps out and runs from the store before the video ends.
I'm gonna be mad as fuck if they don't have the actual video.
I feel like they're not
Oh,
going
no,
to.
they're not going
It's
to have
starting
the
to feel
video.
like that.
Yeah,
fuck
no.
that. No,
Keep
We're
scrolling.
looking it up.
Keep.
We're looking it up.
What? No, let's.
Florida man jumping into
Man jumps in Bass Pro
Fish tank. Oh, I like how it pulled up.
Camera dangerous dip. The dolphin wall man climbs up the side of that giant fish tank.
Oh, no.
Just moments before you
Oh, no, he did it, bro.
stop selling local tennis stuff.
What an asshole.
I thought it said he was naked.
Well, that
I
was
think that's
probably
a
a different
different
one.
one. I think
Well,
it's a
oh,
different
no, I
one.
was going to say there were other ones there.
Well, yeah, I'm going to them. Wait a second.
Are
What
you?
the fuck? I was.
Are you sure?
I was.
That was odd. All right, what's the next one?
Man with Florida tattoo on his forehead arrested for misusing 911.
Yes, sir.
Florida man joyriding excavator likely caused neighborhood's power outage before Super Bowl.
Dude, if
just
somebody
walked in
did
and
that
said, "I
before
got
the
this."
Super Bowl, though, like, come on, dude. Any
What a
other day.
dick.
Any other day.
Florida man attempts to use women's underwear to comply with mask policy.
Oh, he got kicked off a flight? What a
Yeesh.
dummy.
You're going to have to come off the airplane. We're not going to let you travel. She goes on to explain that he
Tisk,
has to
tisk.
leave the plane. I thought there was going to be a quote from the underwear guy.
No.
I wish.
Trash talking. Florida man captures alligator with bin.
I might have seen that video.
Yeah.
I think I saw that video too.
That video was awesome, man.
Florida
Florida man
man.
driving with clown mannequin had live grenade
Wow.
in pickup.
Somebody got a Joker fantasy and just went way too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him. He had a live
Jesus Christ.
Wait, bald eagle dives? No, wait. To steal Florida man's shark?
What? Fishermen constantly lament about the one that got away, but a Florida angler's frustration this week was understandable. After waiting all day for a nibble, Chad Risman and his uncle Darren Vick were finally able to reel in a catch from the blank causeway. I don't know, Dunedin, whatever. Their elation at reeling in a shark was tempered when a bald eagle swooped in and snagged the catch for its own meal.
That's funny.
Imagine if you're fishing, like right before you get that shit up, and like just a bird comes out of nowhere and just
God
scoops it out of the
damn
water.
it. Fuck.
That shit would suck.
Yeah.
What was
well,
the last one? The last one was boring looking.
Yeah.
Florida
Well-
man with a short fuse keeps neighbors awake.
I guess that's it, huh?
That looks like it is it.
Save some more for the next episode next week.
We gotta keep the Florida mans on deck.
deck.
I think this was a good one. We did a lot of movie topics, and that's fine. We haven't touched on movies very much.
Right,
so
I was gonna say, I was like, because of the last two, we touched on it maybe a tad.
I think it's a little overdue, honestly.
It was.
You know?
Glad we talked.
Be expecting soon a series where we watch movies together and then we talk about it on a podcast. That's going to happen soon. I think me and John are actually going to do one this week. So if you all are in on that,
Y'all ought to do Lord of the Rings. John would love that shit.
I was about to ask if it was
Yeah.
if we do Lord of the Rings, I need Chris to be involved because Chris is like a fucking guru with that shit.
Really?
But Chris, I'm hoping to have him on the podcast very soon.
Nice.
So, just a quick thing. like I said earlier, the SchmutzCollective.GoDaddySites.com is now where you're going to ask those questions. But if you ask those questions for the next podcast at #SchmutzCast on Twitter, or you tag the Papa Schmutz account in your tweet, whatever, we'll find it. We'll make it happen.
We will.
We'll make it happen.
We will seek you out, and we will find you if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous podcast.
Highway to the Danger Zone
Don't
plays.
fuck with us. No.
We did. This is breaking news for both of you.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
We did get a donation last week.
What?
A $10 donation last week.
Yo, hold the fucking phone.
So we got a donation, and
Thank
that was
you.
very nice.
That is
Thank you,
very
thank
That was
you.
very nice.
Not expecting
My
I
heart-
appreciate the donation.
My tummy's warm, bro. I feel good.
It's going to the funding of the podcast to make it even better for you all. Thank you to the ladies for blessing us with their buttocks and behind.
That's right.
These are my homegirls. They just be chilling out here.
All the money that we get comes directly to the paint fund, where we're going to paint Timberlake just like those girls.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna recreate that picture
Just
With
me.
all of us.
with the 4 of
So
us.
if you want to see that,
If you want to see that,
keep the donations coming.
keep the
it's
donations
up to
coming.
you all.
Or don't.
Seriously, thank you for the donation. That
I actually kind of want that.
Yeah, no, that'd be funny.
kinda
Give us your money.
$10
Thank
is
you.
fucking huge to us.
It's
and
small to you, but to us,
It means
Jesus.
the world. It means that somebody's watching, and it means that somebody fucking cares.
Yeah, it makes us keep doing it.
So this gives us reason to continue doing it, and I think we're gonna be doing this for a good fucking while, boys. I really
Yup.
think that SchmutzCast could evolve into many different things.
a couple of peacocks. We're just trying to fly.
We're just trying to fly out here. Trying to fly.
Yep.
So I'm Papa Schmutz.
I'm Brandon Keibler.
Actually, we're not doing the outro yet. You got to plug your shit. You got to plug
my
your shit.
shit.
So, SchmutzCast is on Schmutz Gaming YouTube channel, Spotify for SchmutzCast, and links to all of their shit will always be in the description for everything. So that's all I got. Plugs?
Yeah, I just had an interview come out with this fella over here to my left. You all's right. About Funhouse Emporium. My debut album out now. 14 tracks on wax. Like I said, again, I am coming for the throne. Back the fuck up, because I am him. So take a listen. If you are, have issues with, if you're broke, depressed, lonely, all of those is the album for you. Yeah, go check it.
It's beautiful.
Or if you're happy too, you can listen to it still. So
There's hype shit.
there's hype shit, there's calm shit, there's sad shit, there's mad shit.
All
Bad
kinds
shit,
of shit.
bad
All
shit.
kinds of shit.
It's like if you threw a Dr. Seuss book in a drying machine, in a washer dryer, and then pulled it out, and it was just magically an album. That's what it feels like to me. Very chaotic. Jordan, what do you have?
I'm still trying to process throwing a Dr. Seuss book in a drying machine.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically. EP 500, still working name. Hopefully, I think that's what I'm gonna go with, unless I think it's something cooler. But right now, that's what it is. Still working on it. I'm still planning by December this year. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. I think I actually have my name on Twitter, but Instagram is a little bit fucky right now. I've been trying to work on that, but it says that Jordan Warner with no space is taken, but I couldn't find an account that said that. So
BS.
I don't know what's going on with that.
So
but
we'll tag Instagrams and Twitters and
Check down below or to the side,
down
depending
below
on
in the
what size string you're
description.
using. Yeah, check it.
So just before we do our sign off, we are gonna do a dissection of your EP, correct?
I'd like to. That'd be fun.
So
I think it'd
that's
be interesting.
we're gonna do a deep dive episode with Jordan's new EP when that inevitably releases and blows my fucking balls off. So Jordan, you wanna send us home? You wanna give us the outro? You hit the outro, then Keibler hits his. I'll hit mine, and we'll call it a day.
Hey, come on back next week. We're still gonna be talking about the same dumb shit we always be talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. You need 3 to 4 to 5 friends for about 2 hours on Wednesday or Thursday afternoons. We're here for you,
Yeah, we're
and
right here.
we will tenderly and lovingly massage your earlobes with wonderful yet probably unfactual information.
Arguably factual.
Arguably factual.
Arguably factual.
These
They
are
factual
alternative
to us.
facts.
Alternative facts.
Alternative
we
facts.
are great with those. So you are,
I am Jordan.
I am Brandon.
and I am Papa Schmutz. Thanks for listening. I enjoy your all's company, and keep it coming. We got a lot more coming soon. Peace out, people. Have a good one.
Black at the imitations, cancel the reservations. Bitches be way too basic. I went to jail tonight. Limitations done got me wasted.